Welcome back to another episode of RAWTALK. Quick interruption for one of our sponsors, Prize Picks. If you guys bet, if you make bets, it's the place to do it at. Use promo code Brad when you fucking put a bet in. If you're first time doing it, then whatever you put in up to $100, you get, they match that. So if you put in $50, they give you $50. You put in $100, they give you $100 on your first bet with promo code Brad. Check them out. UFC fights, football, everything, sports betting, everything. It's amazing. Honestly, like if I'm like really wanting to get into an event, put a little bit here, a little bit there. It makes it a little more exciting. But remember, only gamble with what you're comfortable with losing. That's very, very important. Don't forget that, because it's like the chances are you could lose it, but there's also chances that you could win big, which is the goal with Prize Picks. Promo code Brad. Check them out. That's it. Don't lose all your money. Let's get back into this podcast. Back again. So listen, the guys from Fresh and Fit, they said we could use the podcast room today, so we're gonna run a podcast with them. Basically how I know about these guys originally, before I ever did a podcast with them, was because I'm seeing all this drama shit and like about triggering all these females, and they're like saying this shit that women are like fucking mad at. I saw Brittany Renner going off on them. But yeah, Fresh and Myron, we're gonna do a podcast with them. I'm excited to ask them like where it all started, because honestly, they kind of, in my opinion, what it looked like, they didn't come out of nowhere obviously, but they started going viral like out of nowhere. And I want to understand like where it started for them, how they found each other, why they simply just don't give a fuck, which is cool because genuinely speaking, I think the internet over the last like 10 years has lost a lot of like no fucks given, and everyone's trying to like pander to this side, that side, pander like to an opinion or a popular opinion or whatever. And it's cool to see people who just kind of like don't give a fuck, and not in the sense of in a careless way, but who aren't afraid to challenge the norms. So I'm excited to get into this conversation.
Legendary. I just woke up, bro.
You did?
Yeah.
I've been slamming coffee. So last time we were in here, we were in that elevator, the service elevator, and it went black. The lights went out. We were going up, and it was probably the scariest shit. I was fucking terrified. I'm already afraid of elevators.
Oh, for real?
Not really. I just hate heights.
I just hate heights?
Yeah.
I got a surprise for Brad, real quick.
No.
Yeah, I got a surprise for you, man.
Lit. You got the twitching shit or what? Hold on.
Okay, so you tell me, is this what you had?
I swear to God, it's like I can only look like that.
You can't look down?
Yeah, no.
What's up, man?
Hold on. It's freezing in here, like a freezer.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Raw Talk. As you can see, I'm at a different studio. I'm in Miami. I'm at the Fresh and Fit podcast studio, which, by the way, I'm very impressed. And I like what you guys are doing on the internet. My question for you, just first and foremost, and we'll get more into this, obviously, as the whole thing goes on. But first off, how did you guys meet? Secondly, how did you guys both align in the fact that you're like, okay, let's kind of challenge the status quo in the sense of what is acceptable and not acceptable to talk about or to speak about or to share on the internet? Because today, in today's society, is like there are a lot of things you can say, you can't say. Certain people are okay to say, other people aren't okay to say, and you guys are definitely challenging these like social norms. And what made you guys feel like this is what I wanted to do, or this is what you're comfortable doing? And you guys could, however you want to.
So first, how we met?
Yeah, go ahead.
Man, legendary tale. So I was working at a tech company, right, back in the day, a couple years ago, and I was also doing YouTube as well, doing prank videos like Gold Digger pranks, Walmart pranks, and
like with Lambos and shit.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, rented, by the way.
Nice. Yeah,
and and it was cool, I got a little buzz. I was on World Star a couple of times, but I didn't hit like I wanted to hit it to really hit, right? And then I went on a podcast with a friend of mine, Solo TV 84 on YouTube. It was like a dating podcast, right? And he's like, "Yo, I know a guy in your city, Myron Gaines, which is Myron. Like, yo, bro, you guys should do a collab." I'm like, "Man, I don't know, man. I never met him before. I don't know him that well, but I'll look into it." So I got a DM from him. He's like, "Yo, bro, Solo told me to hit you up. Let's talk on the phone for like a little bit. Let's catch up." So we spent for like an hour on the phone, back and forth, and like, he's like, "Yo, bro, so similar mindset, similar dating style." I was like, "You know what? Damn, we align in a lot of values in a lot of ways." And then after that, we said, "Well, let's have like a dinner." We sat down for dinner, at Top 42, talked a little bit with me and my roommate, and then from there, we did a podcast, and I started it.
Who paid for the dinner?
Was it you?
Oh shit. It might have been me.
I think
Actually.
you wanted the points. That's why.
Yeah,
Nice.
I had
Credit
my
card points.
I had my Amex with me, so I wanted the
Yeah,
points.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So so basically, man, we met through Solo TV 84.
Yeah.
There's not many guys that think the way we do, or like we call it like red pill aware.
Yeah.
In general. So if you find a guy like in your city that's like aware of like these types of things, you're like, oh shit, you smash girls too. Oh, me too. Oh shit. Oh, you think this? Oh shit. So it's like it was kind of like those things where it was like an instant click, because like I hit him up. We're talking on Instagram, and then the conversation ended up lasting for like an hour. Like, yo, what are you doing tonight? Pause, and then we just went in.
So you're relating red pill. You're talking about. So we'll get into this concept in a little bit, the red pill, blue pill thing. But you're relating that to smashing chicks.
Yeah, like just being aware of female nature.
Yeah.
Like that's so we kind of have the same ideology when it comes to like how to navigate, the current dating marketplace and how to move. So like when we were talking, like I'm, at the time I was, womanizing, he was womanizing. So we're like, oh shit. So we had that kind of similarity, and we were able to kind of like, oh, you do this too. Oh, I do that too. Blah, blah, blah. Cause like, we were both like known for like using like sugar sites, Tinder, Bumble, leveraging everything to get chicks, social media. Like we talk all the time about how like getting girls is kind of like sales, and you have to put yourself out there in all different types of avenue, whether it's cold approach, right, traditionally, or online dating using Tinder, Bumble, whatever, or using even sugar sites, with like the sugar daddy frame or whatever. We've been talking about this shit
Like
since like 2020.
Instagram too.
Like a numbers game.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So like so that's kind of like something that we so eye to eye on, and it's not many guys that think that way, because most dudes are probably are simps, bro, to be honest with you, or suckers, and they like pedestalize women, and we kind of don't do that.
It's like a tool belt. You have all your tools in your belt to get what you want.
Yeah. So when you meet someone that thinks this way, it's rare. So you're like, oh shit, you immediately like gravitate towards that.
So okay, when you say think this way, what do you think are like the main principles of this type of thing? And I'm assuming we're talking about red pill.
Yeah. I guess you could use that as a kind of like a. I just call it hyper awareness of female nature. Some people call it red pill awareness. Some people call it being, aware, whatever it may be, whatever terminology you want to use for it. But it's just understanding uncomfortable truths and unflattering truths about female nature, and just understanding that they're human too, and they're not sugar and spice and everything nice that society has told you. They do a bunch of fuck shit too, just like we do. Yeah. So it's about kind of taking those the rose glasses off and understanding that we men and women are different, and women have some tendencies that might they're hypergamous, and a lot of guys don't like that uncomfortable truth.
I think having it gives you the freedom to navigate the dating market and not be finesse, not be played, but understand what women really want and give it to them in the right way.
It allows you to understand them without being pissed off. Yeah, I think that's a big thing. Is like a lot of guys don't understand women, so they get like pissed off and like kind of mad at the reality. Versus like, if you understand them, then you can't hate them for what they're not. Right. Which is like ideal lovers.
So this is like obviously like an outward perspective. We're looking at the women as like our relationship to them in dating. What about our inward perspective of ourselves? What do you think the worst things that men do, like internally, like what we're doing in these situations that are fucking up our chances when it comes to getting girls?
Very good question.
So that's a great question. I would say a couple things. Number one, not self-improving, thinking that girls are going to like you just for you. Yep. Like that's not how it goes. Like girls by default want someone who's at least on their level, if not better. So when you come in and you deal with a chick, you have to bring value to some degree. Like girls don't love idealistically like we do. They like you opportunistically. So what do you provide? What's your status? What kind of money do you make? What's your confidence? What's your ambition? Are you taller than her? Are you stronger than her? So guys have to become if they want to come in the future. So that's number one. And then the second thing is thinking that men and women are equal and that she's going to like you the same way that you like her. Like we like girls for themselves typically. Like, oh, you're hot? Okay, cool. I don't really care about anything else. And then you'll figure out the other redeeming trait she has later. But with women, it's like they're not going to fuck with you unless you offer value up front. Yeah. So once guys like kind of understand this uncomfortable truth that we're different and we look at each other for different things, it'll help them navigate the dating marketplace better and get less frustrated.
Yeah.
I would just say that, like, in that aspect, you gotta understand that like men, for the most part, don't know how to deal with women. We get girlfriends, whatever, or we don't even get girlfriends. Some guys are virgins and like they go through life with bad experiences and they're like, why is this happening to me? I'm not improving. I'm not confident. I don't know who I am. And as a result, if you don't know who you are, you get with somebody, it's never gonna work. And if you don't know what you want from a woman as well, that's a problem, because if you meet a woman for the first time, she already knows on some level, okay, you know what? Either I want money, I want his lifestyle, or I may want him for his vibe or energy. The point is that like they know what they want. But most guys don't know what they actually want from a woman, and as a result, they go through it blindly and they either get divorced, raped, they get, finessed, and then from there it's like trouble. So we're just saying, hey, understand female nature, know what you want, know what you're about, have a goal outside of women, because the purpose is to be on your passion, your purpose, and have kind of like a guiding force where like, where you're going in life, you know what you want. And as a result, once you're a leader and you know where you're going, they're going to follow your lead.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing.
So how old are you guys?
I'm 32.
29.
Okay. When did you decide? When did you understand for yourself what you wanted with women? Like because I look back on my life when I'm like 21, 22, like when I was that age, I didn't give a fuck about anything. I only wanted pussy. I didn't care if they had anything going on. I didn't care if like they had any passion or they cared. And when I did your podcast the other day, the live one with all the girls, I remember saying, I'm at a way different part of my life where now I see that, because I guess maybe the things that I have or I don't know, the following, the money, the notoriety, I don't go for just pussy anymore. Right. So where did it start to change your life? Where you start to realize how you needed to approach a woman in order to really get it? And then also, and I'm talking about sex when I say get it, but then how, like at your age now, did you ever get to a point, and when did that point come where you're like, okay, I want more? And do you guys see yourself wanting more than just pussy? You know what I'm saying?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So for me, honestly, it came when I moved to Miami. So what happened was I was in Barbados, doing pretty well for myself in terms of like, family wise, school wise, and then like even dating wise, because over there it's a tourist destination. So girls come to us for, sun, sand, and the other S. And it was kind of, you know what? I go to the beach, go to tourist spots, is there for me. However, when I came to America, nobody knew who I was, what I'm about, and I'm a skinny guy from the islands here in America. Whoop-de-doo. So I have to actually gain value for myself as in terms of like make money, learn how to invest, learn how to become a better man. And that taught me, you know what? Cool. If I want a certain caliber of girl, because I was getting like maybe like 3s and 4s when I first came here.
Yeah.
And it's tough because like that's not what I wanted. But that's what I could actually get at that point in time. But I knew if I improved myself mentally, physically, and monetarily, I can actually gain access to, better quality girls, better quality environments. And as a result, that makes me say, you know what? Cool. If I want a better life and better girls in my life, I have to improve on myself in that aspect. And over time, like, me saving money, investing, learning how to become a better man, my quality of chicks went up.
Yeah.
So.
For me nowadays, so since we're entrepreneurs now, because I transferred from the government before this, I was special agent of Homeland Security. So like when I was working for the government, I was less busy. So I would, I'll go out on dates, whatever. I don't really care about girls offering value outside of sex because I would just like, move on to the next round, whatever it was, because I was just so focused on my job. But like now that we're doing a podcast, whatever, and also as an entrepreneur, like it's a 24/7 thing. So like maintaining the studio, making sure the equipment is good, making sure the studio is always clean, researching topics, whatever. So like now when I deal with a girl, she's got to add value outside of sex. Otherwise, she's just recreational use and I don't really talk to her again. So now anytime I'm dealing with a girl, I typically have them help out, whether it's like when we're doing a show or when passing out drinks or helping us out with maintaining the studio, whatever it is. So my thing is I always try to also get some kind of value where they assist me. Before I didn't care as much, but now it's like, it's you got to delegate some of that responsibility to girls. And if they don't want to do that, that's actually one of my vetting tools is like, if a girl doesn't want to offer value and help, then it's like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Cause especially when you make money, and this too from being, a lot of girls come in just trying to be, just trying to leech, and a lot of girls are liabilities. You got to identify the girls that are actually assets.
Yeah. How do you identify the ones that help? Is that the only way?
So funny story. What happens is, right, a lot of times, at this level, girls come to us all the time, either for like clout, for the spotlight or for maybe a fun time. And to vet girls properly, you got to know what their angle is and what you want. So like I said before, once you know what you want from girls, it's easier to navigate. So I would just say regarding adding value, it could be even as simple as like, you know what? Hey, I see in your room is dirty. I'll clean up for you. That's like a simple sign. Or for example, let's say if you have a business and you need somebody to help you maybe fill a slot for a couple hours. So, you know what, babe, I see you need some help here. I got you. Just having your back and helping you with your purpose or passion to me means a lot. And that's adding value, man. It's that simple.
My coach, I used to row in college and I rowed Division I. It was very competitive at Northeastern. And my coaches used to say, idle hands do the devil's work. Mm-hmm. And it kind of goes the same thing for women that you deal with. Like if a girl's not coming in and like you're not putting her to work, she's going to think, okay, well, me just being here is good enough. And the thing also is that when you put her to work, when you deal with her, she's going to start to invest in you more, because when she's investing in you and helping you out, she's naturally going to start to build a bond and attachment because she's like, damn, I'm a part of something now. You know, and you'd be amazed at like how many girls like don't do shit with their lives or don't do anything with their free time. Like all these pretty girls, quite frankly, you could call me a misogynist. Like a lot of them don't have any fucking habits, you know, or sorry, not habits. They don't have any hobbies. Yeah. They don't do anything. So when you bring a girl in and you're like, hey, I need you to do this or whatever, you put her to work, she's going to start to invest at an even more rapid level. And she's going to like you more because she's like, damn, I'm like helping him out, whatever. So it works both ways. You get help, and on top of that, you're putting her to work. And also you're assimilating the leadership position, which makes you inherently attractive to women. They want a guy who's a leader. So when you're telling them new things and stuff like that, it puts you in a certain frame where you're almost kind of like a boss and employee relationship, which that's why girls, a lot of times when they're a secretary for a powerful guy or they work for a guy, there's, you know, these scandals or whatever. And it happens because the guy has there's that power dynamic, you know what I mean? So that's kind of how you want to have your girl kind of come in and help you out with what you got going on.
For sure. So I have a question then personally, like when did you really start to develop the mindset? Like for you specifically, when were you like, wait, okay, these are the things that I need to work on? Cause I completely agree. These are the things that I should focus on, or this is how I should treat this relationship. Or if it's not like this, then it's probably a fucking wash. When did you start to develop like the know-how?
So I guess to go all so I was like, I started to really understand female nature when I went to college. I saw that like guys that were on sports teams or guys that were like on fraternities, whatever it may be, like social status meant a lot, right? In college. And that's when I started to become like aware of female nature, because the guys at the top of the totem pole were getting all the girls, like a small minority of the guys on college campus. Then when I got out into the real world, I was like, okay, well, what's going on in college is a microcosm of really what's going on in the real world, where girls pretty much want to be with the top 10 to 20% of guys. So that made me realize, okay, female nature even more so, and not just status matters, but also your income level, your confidence, your ambition is basically like you took the training wheels off and now you're in the real world. So once I figured this stuff out, I was like using it to my advantage, dating girls, whatever it may be, when I was working for the government. But I didn't really start putting girls to work like I do now when I deal with them until we started the podcast and started the entrepreneurship, because as you know, being an entrepreneur, you need a lot of help, a lot of shit going on. So it's like
time is important.
If a girl's going to come in, it's like, yo, you got to be an asset. You can't just be a liability. So I would say once the entrepreneurship stuff started, that's when I started putting girls to work and helping me out more. Yeah,
I will say just after that point as well, now that we're at this level, because you know what it is? Game at certain levels. When you're like nobody, you're doing your thing, you're just living life, is a different level of game towards girls. For example, if you're like going to work every day, average Joe, it doesn't matter that much. When you're an entrepreneur with a business, bro, you have to add value, because listen, time is very important. For us as guys, bro, if we're wasting time with chicks all day, we can't get shit done. So
it's the worst thing you could do.
Exactly.
It's just wasting time.
And I did that a lot too back in the day. But the point is that like nowadays, bro, when it comes to girls, if you're not adding value to us in terms of business wise or coming on the podcast or doing something like that, it's like, why are you here?
And for the guys that are like listening, like you don't have to like be an entrepreneur to put girls to work. Like it could be something simple like, hey, do you make me a sandwich? No, I'm just kidding. But like, you got to have.
But I do love a sandwich made for me, though.
Exactly.
Like, I ain't gonna fucking lie.
Yeah, because it's like the thing is that guys don't understand is that like with a lot of modern day women, they don't have certain habits, and a lot of them aren't traditional. So you're gonna have to kind of like build your chick up, or any girl that you're dealing with, and tell her what you like and tell her what to do. And you know, some girls might balk at it or be like, oh, whatever, fuck this shit. You don't want to deal with that chick anyway. She's useless. But when you put a girl to work, she's gonna respect you more. You're gonna benefit from it. And then everybody wins, because you're assuming that leadership role by telling her what you want and making her an asset.
A girl that's into you will follow your lead 100%.
Yeah.
I think a lot of this, though, when I'm hearing you guys speak, a lot of this, to everyone listening, it comes down to confidence. Like, because to have the confidence to build a business, to have the confidence to even step forward in a relationship and say, hey, these are the things that I need, and not feel like, oh, am I going to step on the toes or not? Like, that is the most important cornerstone of this type of stuff, is being like, I can do this, and I'm also deserving of this. So there's two things I think that men tend to fuck up, and it's being confident enough in yourself and your abilities and where you want to go, and then also fear of failure. And I want to talk about that a little bit with you guys, because I think obviously those are hand in hand, but somewhat separate, because you could have confidence in like, oh, the thing that I'm doing, and you could have the fear of rejection when it comes to women. 100%. So it's like, how do you bridge the gap between the fear of failure and confidence, and being able to like, you know, overcome that? Because I think the fear of failure is the most detrimental thing for everyone, period. But specifically when it comes to getting women into building a business, into everything.
I'll take it a step further. Fear of failure is the root cause of most guys' problems with women. And I'll explain why. So to get girls, I mean, you know, we know this, but a lot of guys that might not know this, or even some of the ladies that are listening, like you got to talk to a lot of women to get women. Like you have to, you know, the best guys in the world at this stuff close maybe 10% of their leads. So if you talk to 100 girls, the best guys in the world that are world class that are teaching guys how to do this shit close only 10. So knowing that you have to work an insane amount of volume to get girls, a lot of guys don't want to do that because they're scared of being rejected.
It's a numbers game.
You need to get rejected so that you can, I look at it like you're screening out the girls that aren't DTF or the girls that don't like you to find the girl that is. Every girl that rejects you is bringing you closer to a girl that does like you, but a lot of guys don't want to feel that rejection. That's why so many guys end up in the friend zone. When guys end up in the friend zone, 9 out of 10 times is because they're scared of rejection because they don't want to fucking, put their foot out there and say, listen, I like you from a man to woman perspective. What's the deal? They don't want to take that rejection. So, or even worse, a lot of guys have issues with girls because they don't talk to enough. But they don't talk to enough because they're scared of rejection. They're scared to approach a girl out at the bar. They're scared to maybe talk to a girl even on dating apps or scared to put themselves out there. And that's what's going to cause issues because 9 out of 10 times when guys have problems with girls, it's because they're not sourcing enough. And that comes from that fear of rejection.
And in confidence as well, just to tie into this as well. So regarding confidence, if you're confident in who you are and what you're about, it's going to bleed into dating as well. Yeah. So for example, in this case here, we talked about having women come to you and come the right way. So if you're a guy out there, right, and you want to get girls, you have to have an abundance mindset, which means if one chick says no to me, cool, someone might say yes. So it's a numbers game, literally. It literally is you're going out there and with confidence, you're putting your best foot forward. So if you're looking like a bum, you're not dressing well, you don't shower, you don't have proper hygiene, when you approach girls, they're going to say no to you. But if you're well-dressed, you speak well, coming with confidence, and you're approaching girls, then the likelihood of her saying yes to you will increase. So it's important to be mentally stable. One, be in shape like you and Myron are for sure. I'm on the way there.
You working on it?
Yeah. And then have confidence in, what? Either have a business or have a great job where I can have income for myself. And if I want to take a girl on a date, I can. So confidence comes and it leads into other things as well.
Yeah. I want to take this a step further.
I was just going to say one more thing about, because you mentioned the abundance mindset. Like with guys, I always say, women naturally have an abundance mindset just because they're women and guys are always going to hit on them. And then men have to earn their abundance mindset. And for a guy, for you to earn that abundance mindset, you have to go out and talk to a lot of girls. And the thing is that when you're talking to a lot of girls, you're going to start to invest less in each girl that you talk to. And that's inevitably going to make you more attractive because you're not going to be over invested. So she's like, oh, he probably talks to other girls because he's not trying that hard with me. And that actually makes you more attractive to women, as crazy as that sounds.
Yeah. I think something else that's really important to make note here for everyone listening is these things that we're working on is also relative to our own ability to take inventory of ourselves. Because like we're talking about the numbers game, talking, trying, same thing with business, same thing with everything in your life. The more you try it, the more you go, okay, now without being like, fuck, I failed. I didn't get the girl. I'm down on myself. Or the business, fuck, this didn't work out. I'm down on myself. It's like, okay, what did I fucking learn? Yeah. And I think taking inventory, obviously going full force and going for the numbers and trying everything in your power to be a successful business person, whatever that your lanes are that you're going down. Because we're kind of talking about two things here, at least what I'm trying to do. Not just getting girls, but also success in life, right? Yeah. You have to be able to be comfortable with taking those L's instead of just taking the L's and being like, fuck, that sucked. Let me try again. Fuck, that sucked. Let me try again. More like, fuck, that sucked. How could I do better? Yeah. And like talking to yourself. I know it's like not necessarily like out in the fucking world, but fucking taking notes. Like, where did you fuck up? What could I do better? Where did I feel like I could improve here so that you could actually start to become better instead of just like confidence and I'm just going to talk to more girls. I think it's important for people to know that it is about taking inventory of yourself and being like, where am I like falling over myself? Where am I fucking up at?
It's like knowing where you're at. So for example, Myron, right? He's in shape, tall, can speak well. However, he may say to himself, you know what? Damn, my teeth aren't the whitest. No, I'm saying it's an example, right?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay. So if you notice, his teeth are super white.
Yeah.
That happened by accident. He said, you know what? Damn, I need to improve my teeth. And he did. So him knowing where he's at.
Taking an inventory.
Exactly. Yeah. Me personally, I'm not the fittest guy out here, right? I lost 30 pounds recently. Shout out to Myron Gaines.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
But I have to say, you know what? Damn, where am I lacking? And for us as guys, we have no excuse, bro. Yeah. We got to be excellent in all areas. Fitness, mindset, and money. So we all have to know where we're at and work towards that. But as a result, one guy's like, you know what? Oh, this is too hard. I give up. I'm going to eat Cheetos and smoke weed all day. Bro, how are you going to get a bad bitch if you're doing that shit? You're not going to.
You're not.
I've always said it. Mediocrity is only accepted if you're a woman, bro.
Yeah.
Like if you're a man and you're mediocre, like society's going to punish you for being a loser. But if you're a woman and you're a loser, you'll still be able to get some benefit out of it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like think about it. If a chick is bad, I can't tell you how many times I've met a girl that's like 21, hasn't done shit with her life, but she's attractive. She's in rooms with A-list celebrities. As a dude, you will never get that at 21. You have to build yourself up to a certain point to even get the opportunity. You know, like I look at it like the other day we were at a club, right? Because we were meeting up with some supporters. We're doing a meetup. I personally hate clubs, but like Fresh is there to network. I'm there, whatever it may
clubs.
be. Yeah.
I just want to say that I hate them, dude.
But it kind of hit me like we were there, and we've the podcast has been doing well. We're blessed. We've met a lot of like other high value guys like yourself, music artists, whatever it may be.
Steve will do it,
etc. Fresh friends with a bunch of people, and it hit me like, damn, we're just getting access to these kinds of guys now because we built ourselves up and got to a certain point. Whereas like there's a bunch of like 21-year-olds in this section that have never accomplished anything in life, and they're just here because they're beautiful. So like with men, you have to create your value. With women, you're born with your value, and that's when it hit me like, yo, mediocrity really is only accepted if you're a woman.
But have you ever been, okay, at least now at this point in my life, like I said earlier, I would, back in the day when I'm 21, 22, 23, I would fuck a girl who had like zero value other than like physically.
Yeah.
But now I just wouldn't though. So you don't think at some point like that kind of shifts? I mean, I guess it depends on the guy. If the guy's like, if he's at a point where he's like, I don't give a fuck, I just want her to be a dime and that's my focus, then fuck it.
I'm speaking more along the lines of like, they're going to have certain opportunities given to them that you would never get as a guy. That's what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely.
Like a girl, right? She could be like a loser, but she could be in a room full of winners that are guys just because she's an attractive woman. Versus as a guy, you ain't getting in that room unless you're somebody.
The opportunity.
Yeah, like men don't have nearly as many opportunities as women do when it comes to like networking or putting yourself in the room with like really successful guys. As a man, you have to earn your spot in that room. Versus a woman is just given to you because you're attractive and young.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying though, because a lot of guys they'll be like, a hot girl, I'll just smash. But at a certain level, it's kind of like, yo, what do I really want out of this? Because I'm not gonna lie, bro. You find a chick, she's attractive, you smash, you bust a nut. What's next? Not much. So
I'll take it a step further. Most hot girls are useless because they've never had to be useful.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a good point, bro.
Yeah.
Keeping it 1,000. so it's kind of like, what are you getting out of this? Like, for example, pimp game, right? What do pimps do? Pimps find girls. I'm not saying that pimping is good. I'm just saying the mentality. I understand why they do it. They find girls, right? And they put them to work. They don't fuck them though. Why? Why is that?
Because they want the money.
Yes, but they have a purpose in mind before they meet the girl. So for example, some guys like, you know what? She's hot. I'm just gonna smash. But wait, when you smash, what's next? I don't know. A pimp knows. Okay, you know what? Here's a long-term game. I'm gonna put her to work. Make her fall in love with me, and then when she acts out of line, I may fuck her. The point is that like, they're coming with a purpose and with a drive.
Yeah.
So they know what they want out of women versus like willingly, you know what? She's bad. I'm just going to fuck her. What's the value in that? So that's what I'm saying.
So we're talking about purpose then for guys. This is the thing that because as we have listeners, I'm assuming you guys have your age range is probably like 18 to fucking 24 or 34. Like, what is your range like?
It's all the way up into the 50s, man.
50s, yeah.
It's crazy. Like, yeah.
So like finding your purpose in the dating game as a man, how hard do you think that is though nowadays? Because like, I just feel like the internet has changed. We kind of talked about this in the podcast that we did. The internet has changed it so fucking drastically.
Oh, bro. We've had deep talks about this, and I can kind of explain it. So, you want to take it fresh before I go into this?
Just go ahead, nigga.
Okay. Right. So basically, this is what happened. This is what's happened, and this will probably connect a lot of dots for guys in your audience. So, with the advent of the internet, what's happened is we have a dating marketplace now that's globalized with Instagram, online dating, sugar sites, whatever it may be. So a girl, like in the middle of nowhere, let's say in fucking Kansas or Idaho or some shit, right, in a rural area, she now, where she, like 20, 30 years ago, she would have been limited to the men in her immediate geographic area as potential suitors. Now that woman has a whole world globe of guys from all over the place that it could be potential suitors. So women we know are hypergamous, and a hypergamy is nothing more than wanting to date a man that is better than themselves. So if a girl lives in the middle of nowhere and a guy from Miami, New York City, California, LA, whatever it may be, these big cities where the higher value men tend to live, hits her up, well, she's going to take that opportunity because he's higher status than the guys that are in her immediate location. So what people don't get is that this has a profound effect on the dating marketplace, because if you leave women to their own devices, they're always going to want to date and fuck up. And this is why such a small minority of guys are getting most of the fucking chicks, because of the internet, because women have more access now than ever before. A girl now can literally DM an A-list celebrity and she might get a response, whereas that was unheard of 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So since you're leaving women to their own devices where they pretty much can hit up guys and they have access to these guys, they're going to take that opportunity. And a lot of guys are kind of getting left out in the dust because of the sheer competitiveness with the internet.
So funny story. I think I tell you about this too as well.
Yeah.
Here in Miami, right? There's girls that go all the time, clubs or whatever. And this celebrity came into town, R&B singer, and this girl was like, "Yo, I want him so bad. When I was like a teenager, I really wanted him." She made a whole story post about it, right, on her Instagram. She said, "Hey, when I was 14 years old, I always wanted to meet so and so."
Did she tag him?
She did tag him.
Okay.
Right.
Let's see where this is going.
And she's in the club, mind you. She's like one of these girls where she's like very bougie. She doesn't talk to a lot of guys. She's very like to herself, whatever. Low key, might be a hoe, but we don't know. Fun fact though, she's in the club, right? He's in the club as well in his section. She's literally there on her phone, right? She's tags him in a story, DMing him in the club. Before you know it, he leaves the club. Who's she with? She's with him.
Yeah.
And that would not be possible but on Instagram because he saw the tag earlier, right? Opened it up. She sent him a DM, "Hey, I see you. Here's the picture." He responded, and she went home with him.
Yeah.
But think about it. Back in the day, that wasn't possible.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Like, I feel like it's made it, unless you're up there in a sense, I guess we're saying blue check, popular, celebrity, whatever the fuck. It's also made the thing that we're talking about earlier so much more relevant. The fear of failure, the fear of like, if I'm engaging with this person, who else are they engaging with? Like it's created, it's just catch-22. Obviously, like if we can get ourselves to that position where we're high value, right?
Yeah.
Which is our goal and all of our goals, I think, as men. Yeah. Then that's amazing. And we have these opportunities, but what about for everyone else that's like on the fucking climb there?
So, I mean, what's happened is with the advent of the internet is it's made it more competitive, and guys have to just become better nowadays. Like the days of making like being an average guy, making 5'8", being 5'8", 5'9", making like 40, 50K per year. Like that used to be attractive before, but nowadays, like girls, if you ask them, what do you want? Or what do you want or what kind of guys do you date? Every girl's looking for pretty much the same fucking guy. 100K per year, 6 feet tall at least. He's got to be attractive. He's got to be in shape, blah, blah, to some degree. So you don't really have a choice anymore as a guy. And the thing is that we know that like 1 in 3 men right now is either a virgin or hasn't had sex in a year. Well, the women aren't stopping fucking. It's just that a lot of regular guys or guys that are.
Is that that's a real?
Yeah, dude.
What?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, like 1 in 3 guys. This study came out a couple years ago where they guys between 18 and 30, 1 in 3 pretty much self-reported that they haven't had sex and or is a virgin for the past year, versus for women, it's not that way. And then if you look at the other like dating statistics, it makes sense because women find like 90% of the men on Tinder and Bumble is unattractive. And a lot of guys, more and more guys are virgins. So it's like basically what's happening is like guys are starting to realize that women have all the options and they're enacting upon it and they're picking the best guys. So average guys nowadays are kind of in a rock at a hard place because you got the lower portion of men fighting for a small minority of women versus like a majority of women are chasing a small minority of men at the top.
Yeah.
So the numbers don't work. This is why so many girls end up single, can't find a guy, because a lot of them, quite frankly, are a bit delusional. And this is something we talk about on our podcast all the time, where girls don't necessarily have the sexual market value to retain a high value guy. Yeah. They might get fucked by a high value guy, but they don't necessarily have the value to keep him and retain him as a boyfriend.
Here's the problem, right? If a girl gets a taste of the lifestyle from one dude that's maybe verified, successful, celebrity athlete, guess what? Her brain is like, you know what? Damn, I was able to get this guy on his level. Maybe that's a smash, but I was there. So the average guy on the street, man, I don't know if I should give him a chance because he's not on that level. Yeah. So it does mess up the like dating market that way. However, I will say, if you're confident, if you have on some level some game, you can get girls. But to retain them now is a different story. So,
yeah. And if you take a very attractive girl, I guarantee you, at some point in her life, she hooked up with someone that was famous or had money or some shit like that. So their perception's already skewed because the way girls operate is if they fuck a guy or they see a guy, even for a temporary period of time, where he's successful, whatever, they think that this is the type of guy that I deserve. This is the caliber of guy that I can get. Like that chick that fucked that R&B artist, she's probably going to be on a higher plane now and think, well, you know what, these average guys, I fuck this kind of guy, so I deserve this kind of guy.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of girls conflate sexual attraction with relationship attraction, and it's not the same. Oh, well, look at all these guys in my DMs. Look at all these guys that are hitting me up on dating apps.
They want
Whatever.
to smash.
What they don't realize is that they just want to smash, bro. They don't want to take you serious. But girls tend to think, oh, these are all options for me. So like women have kind of like a paradox of choice, and they think that they have all these options, and the reality is no, they have an abundance mindset to a detriment. Versus men have a scarcity mindset, and they don't think there's enough girls out there, which is why they're sitting here simping on chicks that don't deserve it.
So the question is, what does the average guy do?
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're trying to figure out. That's what I'm trying to like try to dive into. I mean, when I think about it, it's like you have to focus on
improving.
Improving, and it's money. It's at least trying to find some form of success. Yeah. Because do you think? I mean, you don't have to be. Well, let me ask you this actually before we get into that part.
Sure.
It's kind of in relationship to the question. Where you guys are at, where you see yourself in the status, right? Do you ever fear or worry that like not necessarily let's just call it that you're not good enough, that someone else can come and take your girl if you have a girl? Do you ever worry about that?
It's possible. However, here's my thing, right? All I can do is improve. Okay. I can't control what she does outside of, when I'm not there, when I'm, not with her. I cannot control what I can do. So this is my secret to retain girls, right? I get in the best experience that I can possible. I make sure I have that connection with them where like, you know what, we vibe, we go out, we have a one-on-one, we sit and talk, and I'll pick their brain to see where they're at. And mentally, if we can on that level, that's one thing. But secondly, it's like, okay, cool. If I'm always improving and becoming better, guess what? Most guys aren't. So as a result, if I improve on myself, once again, mentally, physically, monetarily, it's like, yo, this guy's ambitious. He's going up and up and up. Why am I going to look for somebody else?
I mean, truthfully, that's all we can do. You know what I'm saying? Like at any level, whether you're at this level, the ground floor, the top, like that's all you truly can do, right? Like that's the thing I'm trying to get people to listen to and understand here is you have to focus on that. And I think sometimes it's hard because we focus so much on the external, like the feedback either from like a girl or from what your friends are saying or giving you advice. But like to be truly successful, to get the girl, I think really to get them to look at you a certain way is you need to be so invested in the things that like you genuinely care about, the things that you're genuinely working on in yourself, in your business, etc. And I think that's the focus. Because like I want to try to figure this out, right? There's like, but I realize there's no answer. The answer is literally what you just said, and like focusing on that, and then they'll see and be like, oh shit, I can appreciate this at whatever level. Because you can't tell the guy right now who's got no followers, he's got the whatever job, he's working here, like. He's not going to just be able to go, okay, from here to here, right? Like we're talking about how a girl can like show up just because she's hot. She's in that room.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? The guy's going to have to just focus on his shit. And it's tough because it's like that same guy probably wants to get some pussy along the way.
Yeah.
But it's like sometimes you just got to just fucking, I don't know, grind it out for a few years and just focus on your shit till you like, I guess you have something more of substance that you're offering now to the opposite sex.
One last point. I feel like every guy has to, and I repeat, has to take a period of time where to focus on themselves and their purpose. So for example,
I did this.
I took literally, bro, 2 years of my life. I know it's short, but 2 years to say, you know what? I'm focusing on making money, investing, learning how to become a better man, and being alone. That period of time, bro, I didn't smash a lot of chicks. I wasn't really getting laid. I focused on work overtime at my job, learning about real estate, going to YouTube, learning how to become a better man. And as a result, that 2 year period I took, bro, changed my entire life. Because basically, bro, just to make a long story short, I came from a pretty good family, pretty affluent. I was coddled the whole time. I was exposed. So I was never really able to like grow, become a man for myself. I had to leave that environment where I was coddled, come to the States by myself, and become a man. And as a result, doing that for 2 years, bro, dude, that changed my entire life. And then after that fact, right, when I improved, I got my money, I was by myself, I was being kind of like a nomad. I found out, cool. Who am I? What do I want?
Yeah.
And after that fact, bro, getting girls was easy. You know why? I knew who I was.
Yeah.
And this, like, how to put this? I call it G game. G game means you're a G. You know who you are. You know what you're about. A lot of guys with money and status and success, they don't know who they are. They're just aimlessly going around doing random shit. Yeah, they got money, but like they're lost. If you know who you are and what you're about, bro, girls feel that energy, and that's G game to me.
It's like Tate. This reminds me of Tate, right?
You
guys met him.
Yeah, it's our guy.
Is he on camera? Is he the same off camera?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what's about Tate? Tate knows who the fuck he is, bro. That I'm telling you, that right there, bro, turns girls on like nothing else, bro.
So going back to your question before, you asked like, hey, what's your thoughts on like, if you're with a girl, she could always like, you know, some other guy could come in and snatch her up, whatever.
Yes, yeah.
I've already pretty much like made peace with that. And that comes into the part where why it's so important to understand female nature, that girls are always going to inevitably want to date and fuck up. So I've already made peace with it. And I've accepted the fact that like, it's a lot of the time she's not yours. It's just your turn.
Yeah.
And I know that's like a quote that they say all the time on this side of the internet. But once you understand that, is going to make you accept things and not make you mad. I think the thing is that a lot of guys resent women because they think women should act like men and they're going to have the same sense of loyalty. And I'm here to tell the guys right now, like, bro, women are not loyal. You know, Chris Brown said it years ago, these hoes ain't loyal. And the reason why is because it's actually against their biology to be loyal. And I'll explain what I mean by that. So women are hardwired to get their needs met through men, right? From a biological sense. Like there's a reason why they look for a guy that's tall, has money, status, strong, etc. They look for survival traits in a man that they can go ahead and align themselves with, because before, you know, the advent of the internet and all these modern technologies, like a woman really couldn't fend for herself, and more importantly, fend for herself while having children. She needed a guy who had excess resources to go out there and, you know, kill the dragon and bring the food home. And I know the modern feminists would, well, it's 2022. The times have changed. It doesn't fucking matter, because we've been programmed like that for millennia. So even though we might say we have these modern conveniences, whatever, I always say social constructs don't adhere to reality. Women are still hardwired to look for these things in men. This is why a girl that's like a millionaire is going to want a guy that still makes more money than herself. A girl that's still able to provide her own security is still going to want a man that provides more security than herself. And it's because they're hardwired to look for that. So once guys understand that women want the best and the brightest, it'll make sense why they, you know, will jump. That's why they get over breakups faster. That's why they date up. That's why they have more options. That's why women are okay with, you know, moving on to the next guy if he's able to satisfy that security to some degree. And once guys understand this, that women don't look at loyalty the same way we do. Men are taught do what's right. Women are taught do what's right for you, even if that means doing what's right at your detriment. This is why a lot of guys, when they get, you know, divorced, raped, or whatever else like that, is because the girl's looking at it like, okay, this guy is failing in some kind of degree. I'm going to take his resources, go to the next guy. I'm going to get resources from him, because people look at it like, oh, women are selfish and evil. No. They have to be that way for their children. That's why they're that way. That's why no one gives a fuck about men. It's always children and women first.
Yeah.
And once guys understand that, it's going to be a lot easier to accept that bitter pill.
See, do you think that all women are like that? There's no exceptions to these rules.
All women are hypergamous.
Yeah.
It's just that some girls are a little bit more overt about it, and some girls a little bit more covert about it. But you just need to get an educated woman. Educated women that have careers and make money are the most hypergamous, because if let's say she makes $1 million a year, well, her security's taken care of. She doesn't really need a guy's money, but guess what? She still wants a guy that makes more money than she does, if not at least equal, because women are not capable of providing long-term security to a man. However, a man is definitely capable of providing long-term security to a woman. For all the girls that say, well, I've supported a guy, blah, blah, blah. My follow-up question is, how long did that last?
Yeah.
And it never lasts long, because if she makes more money than him and she's kind of the more dominant one in the relationship, the most masculine women still want a masculine man. That's the thing. But the problem is that a lot of time there's not enough of these guys to go around that make that kind of money. They're going to be masculine and sit there and tolerate your bullshit of you being an A-type personality.
Yeah, I would say all women are capable of doing it, but not all do it. If that makes sense. So they can be that way, but not all may act on it. So
like women can't provide men long-term security. Like what I've come to realize is if a girl's in a breadwinner position with her guy, the likelihood of them breaking up increases dramatically. And as a matter of fact, it's one of a big divorce trigger actually too, is like money. When a girl like gets promoted or whatever, and she gets a new job, or she makes more money than her husband, or she outclasses him socioeconomically, she'll start to look for better options. Whereas like for men, it doesn't operate that way. Relationships last longer if the guy is the breadwinner.
Right. Damn, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you want to be able to hope for the best, but it's just like,
and this is why I always say like, yo, your biology rules you, because it's like they'll say, oh, well, no, that's not true. Not all women are like that. That's true. Not all women are necessarily like that, but all women are hypergamous. So women are not built leaders. It's in their biology to want to always get security from the best guy that they can get.
Yeah, I think once you understand reality and understand, you know what, you have to improve, bro. And the world isn't here to make you safe and happy. It's like, this is what it is. Once you understand that, you can maneuver the right way. Because what happens is guys will be like, you know what? I watch movies. Maybe I can find my sweetheart one day. Or,
Girls do the
my
same
soulmate.
shit.
And I'm like, it's possible, but is it likely? Probably not. So,
and that goes back to what I said before. Women love they love opportunistically. We talk about this, shout out to Raul Tomasi all the time when we bring them on, is that women love you for what you provide.
Yeah.
You know, that's just what it is. That's the uncomfortable reality. I think once guys can learn and accept and understand that, it's going to make them less frustrated with things. Because a lot of guys tend to look at women through a male lens where, well, she just left me. She didn't explain to me why or what the fuck happened or whatever. And the problem why they're so frustrated is because they think that women have this sense of honor that men do. They don't, bro. Women are only honorable to themselves and to satisfy their own hypergamy. And they have to be that way, not because they're bad people, but because their self-interest is in themselves, because they understand that they carry the next generation of human beings. They got to worry about themselves and the children. So if the man is just a utility to provide for them and the child, so be it. But the child comes first, and they have to inherently be selfish to be able to do that.
Yeah. So let's talk about some. I'll tell you guys a story. In my earlier 20s, and it's actually part of the thing that led to a lot of my success, but also a lot of my issues with dating further. And it reminds me of this. So I had a girl who, she was much better off than I was financially because of her family situation. Mm-hmm. She was dating some other guy, and then I started dating her, and I guess she get back and forth with this guy. And anyway, it ended in a, without giving so much detail because it's unnecessary, it ended in a really negative way where I felt like she just like hurt me so much. I was so hurt because I had this this idea of love. I'm in love with her, but it was more so looking back in hindsight. I know now it was just I needed this connection. I felt like it was love. It was the idea that like I wanted it to be this thing because I always had a hard time with just letting go because I dealt with loss in my life with my father when I was very young, and I had this hard connection with letting love in my life. And then I finally did, and then I felt like it was like dragged away from me, and I was so hurt. Yeah, right. And it really fucked me up. I'm like calling my mom, crying, like, oh, I don't understand why it's happened to me, like all this shit, right? Yeah. And it was a turning point in my life. This is before I had my success. And I'll get into why it's like interesting and how it affected the rest of my life afterwards, even after I had my success in relationship to dating. I was so hurt that I remember being like, one day I snapped and I was like, fuck this shit, fuck this bitch, fuck everyone. I felt so hurt. I'm going to take advantage of everyone and everything. Right. So then every single situation moving forward, business, guy, girl, doesn't matter, like any sort of relationship, friendship, everything, it was so like, what can I get? What can I get? I'm only here for me. You know, we were talking about earlier, about people only doing things when it benefits them, like whether it be like a collab or whatever the fuck, right? I won't get into that right now, but I had that mindset. And it's interesting because ironically enough, at the time, it benefited me so much because I was so so focused that nothing else mattered. I was here. If I didn't get something good out of it, I was gone. If I didn't get something good out of it, I was gone. And it got me really far. But at the same time, it started to, because this was like, it must have lasted for fucking 3-4 years.
Oh, wow.
And I met a girl, like my ex of 8 years. I met a girl like, I don't know, 2-3 months after that, right? And the reason why this complicated the rest of my life was because I was so now frozen to opening up my heart again for love. I was so frozen to like, oh, now fuck that, like I'm gonna get hurt. So when I met this girl, I was like, always 1 foot in, 1 foot out, because I was like, I'm not gonna let her hurt me. Right. So I try to keep these other options, all this other stuff, and I wasn't necessarily cheating. I wasn't doing that fucked up stuff, but I was keeping it open because I wanted to make sure like I was good because I didn't want to get hurt again. But it's weird because the thing that I battle with now in dating is because of that moment in my life. I'm very hesitant and almost afraid to allow myself fully to be with someone, like to like really open up and to allow myself to be solid in a relationship, because I instilled that like that you know, that habitual, the habit of thinking that, oh, I'm gonna get fucked, I'm gonna get fucked, I'm gonna get fucked. Absolutely. And it also delved into other areas of my life, like business and all that other kind of shit, where I was like hesitant in these situations because I was like, fuck, I'm gonna get fucked over, I'm gonna get hurt. So that idea of fear. And I just think it's interesting because it did so much for me to like push me to where I'm at, but then at the same time, it's now like involved itself in so much more of my life and other situations and other relationships that it's hindered my growth in some areas. And I would just want to share that story because I think, you know, probably some people could listen and be like, fuck, I know what that's like. Right. But I'm wondering if you guys have had any experiences in your life where it was a blessing at the same time, a curse, and how did you deal with it? Because I'm still dealing with it. I'm still trying to figure out how to move past that. Because I think it was interesting, the thing that you said earlier, and about like this, how do you say it? The idea of when we're moving forward, I can't help but think that when we're talking about relationships and girls and getting all this stuff and having all this stuff, and I guess the thing that I'm kind of realizing right now, and I've been realizing, is in order to really move forward and fully grow as a human, is to really understand that everything is temporary.
Yeah.
Like everything in our life is temporary.
Yep.
The relationships, the girls, because when you were talking about, you know, the girl, she has the money and then she's looking for this. Because like, imagine, let's say, for example, the guy listening, or I date a girl, and let's say my status is here and I have all this, and let's say her status is here, and like maybe I teach her a bunch of stuff, and then she goes like this, and then maybe something happens in my life and I fall down. Now she's up here, and she's like, oh, I got to go somewhere else now. I'm like, fuck.
It happens a lot.
Yes. So I want to say it, that I think it's really important for people to hear this, is that everything in our lives, everything that happens to us,
season and a reason.
Yeah. And it's a part of it. Like, this is all a part of our journey. And it's the corny thing to say, but it's true. Like, I think the thing that I'm realizing is accepting no matter what happens, we have to just keep going forward. And when we don't have another choice, like, it's like time's not stopping. We know this, right? And we just have to keep going despite the fears, despite like where it might go, where it might not go, etc. And that's the thing that I try to remind myself, and I try to convince myself of, because I have a hard time with like letting that go, you know, because it's just letting go for me is one of the hardest things, and just being vulnerable in it. Like, it's hard for me to do that because of my past, because of my situations. But I know that that is the most important thing in growth and fully getting what we want: success, business, relationships, all this shit.
So I have a secret I never really shared, just after your point, because that was a lot, bro. That's a whole lot. You sharing your story. That's awesome, bro. You overcame it. It's still in your life, though. So it does have an impact on you. So it's healthy, but also unhealthy. So this is my secret, right? This is how I stay calm, happy all the time for the most part. And it's kind of like, I understand that things are temporary, like you said. It's for a season and for a reason. So for me, my longest relationship has been like a year. I was married to a chick. So I understand pretty early.
By the way, my relationship was 8 years.
Wow.
God damn.
God fucking damn.
So I realized, right, in this life is short. You got one life to live. Yeah. And as a result, the choices you make will determine how your life goes. However, at the same time, people come into your life for a reason and for a season. So for example, there's a book in the Bible called Ecclesiastes, right? It talks about, like, you know, what life is really about, you know, how you should live life. And it says in the book, basically, in a nutshell, that you're here for a period of time, and everything under the sun is meaningless, which means that, like, me working super hard at work, me getting money, me having all these things, it's nice, but when I die, it's over. That taught me, you know what? I'm here for a period of time, like dust in the wind. Here today, gone tomorrow. So I'm going to enjoy it how I can, but I know that it's not forever. And as a result, relationships, you know, my family, you know, business, people I meet on an intern, is like, cool. Let me see how the vibe is, how the energy is, because I know for a matter of fact, no matter how cool we are, how happy we are, it's going to end someday. Yeah. So even when it comes to girls, the girls I met, bro, I have an understanding of the girls. So it's kind of like, we vibe, we connect, we have fun, but I know if we ever get serious, hey, it's not going to last forever. So that mindset that I have right now has saved me from a lot of heartbreak, saved me from a lot of, like, you know, depending on somebody, or like putting all my trust, because I know for a matter of fact, if I put all my trust in somebody, it's going to end eventually. So to me, it's like, you know what? I'm going to believe you. I'm going to give you that, you know, I want to say acceptance, but I'm not going to put everything into you, because...
Don't you think that perpetuates your own fear, though? Like, of it working?
No, but because, you know what it is expectations, because if I expect her to be a certain way, she's not, then I lose. But if I expect, you know what? It's going to end someday, then I'm free. Because it's true freedom. Because now I know, for a matter of fact, if I put all my eggs in one basket, guess what? I might lose. But if I leave it open, then who really loses?
I might have a controversial take on this.
Do it.
Your strategy is fantastic. and the thing is that, and the reason why I say that is because you're always better off as a guy having multiple girls, right? And not really committing to any. And I know people might say, that's toxic, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, you're emotionally unavailable, whatever. That's what makes you the most attractive. Well, that's what keeps you sharp, because girls only get in line when you have other women in line. You know, I always quote, you know, listen to the song My Future, bitch, don't get too comfortable. And the way you keep women uncomfortable is by having other girls.
I
And
love
that's
when
when,
people quote Future, dude.
yeah.
I
You know
just
what I'm
want to
saying?
say he said a bar in one of these songs. He's like, fucked in her ass, made her pee pee. And I thought it was the craziest shit I've ever heard. I, just wanna say that. I was like, what the fuck? I tweeted this. It was so funny to me.
Yeah.
But sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no.
We need him on the show.
So the thing is that guys need to keep multiple options and have multiple girls, because the thing is that when you have multiple women, you have this air of confidence, you have this abundance mindset, you just move differently where women can instantly notice it and makes them more attracted to you. Girls want guys that have other girls. You look at someone like Dan Bilzerian, Hugh Hefner, etc. These guys have a bunch of chicks in their pictures. They look like womanizers. They look like toxic fuck boys. But guess what? They have all the girls. Why? Because women know deep down that they're not independent thinkers. And I know that might be like controversial, whatever. But when it comes to mate selection, they're really fucking not. There's a reason why when you go to a VIP, all the girls are congregated around one guy, is because they see other girls there. Oh, okay, this guy has some social status. This guy has social proof. If these girls sign off on it, I want to be here too. Women need a cosign from other people. So with guys, the reason why having multiple girls makes you so attractive is because you're inadvertently allowing the girl to see that you're pre-selected by other women, which makes you more attractive. No girl wants a guy that no other girl wants. That's just how women are. That's why since the beginning of time, the kings, the sultans, etc., they've had all the women and everybody else struggled. So I think having multiple girls is the best way to go, because it keeps all the girls on their toes. Because once a girl gets comfortable, that's when the disrespect and all the craziness starts to happen. And I know that might be considered toxic or whatever it may be, but that's how you really keep girls in line, is by having other girls in line.
And I would just say, just after that point, like I said earlier, why am I going to put all my eggs in one basket? However, I do understand some guys just want one girl to be cool with, have a vibe with, and connect with. However, having an understanding is better. So let me explain. I got a relationship with one girl. You know, she's my only one. We're together. Things are great. But it could end up where we break up, or it could last forever. Who knows in terms of that aspect. However, if I have multiple girls, we have understanding, guess what? Who loses there? Nobody.
And we tell guys to be honest about that.
Yeah.
Like that you're not going to be monogamous.
The understanding is, hey, I fuck with you. You fuck with me. We're on that level. We're going to have fun, enjoy life. But there's no like title like, you're my girl, you're this and you're that. We're just going through life, enjoying it. And that freedom, bro, I'm telling you, bro, if most people embrace that, they'd be much happier, because putting that expectation or a title, it kind of like makes it so you're in like chains. Versus like, we're free, we're having fun, we're enjoying life, understanding.
And one other thing too, I want to say, there's pluses and negatives to doing this. The plus is that you're going to get the best from the girls that you do deal with, because they don't feel like their spot is secure. So they're going to be competing for your affection to become the number one girl, that's when you get the best behavior from women. Yeah. But the negative is maintaining girls is a pain in the ass. We all know this, you know what I mean? And the other thing too, that a lot of people aren't prepared for when you deal with a lot of girls, is that you're going to lose chicks too, because you're going to lose your girl to like, you're going to lose girls that you deal with to whether it's like other guys, simps, suckers, guys that are willing to trick off on them, maybe another guy that's willing to give her a relationship and be exclusive to her. Yeah. So you are going to lose a lot of girls doing this. So it comes down to what you want to do. But having a roster of girls or having multiple women will inevitably make you more attractive and make it easier for you to get other girls. It's like it's much easier to get girls when you already have girls. It's like passive income, right? Like when you invest money into real estate or whatever, when you have capital, right? And you invest it into something, it allows you to get some cash flow back. Having girls makes it easier to get other girls, because now you have that social proof, and women need a cosign. Like women aren't like, I think another mistake guys make is like, they think that women think like we do. They really don't. Yeah. Like with us, right? Like let's say you see a baddie, you see a baddie, I see a baddie. I don't need to go like, hey, Fresh, Bradley, what do you guys think? Like, should I do it? Like, if I like her, I'm just gonna leave the club with her. With girls, though, it's like, oh, okay, so what do you think? Like, they go to the fucking bathroom after they meet, and they do a little huddle. What do you think, girl? What do you think? And they need their girlfriends to co-sign before they leave you, or if they want to fuck with you. Like, girls need a co-sign, whereas men don't.
So what do you, in that sense, we're talking about like having multiple girls, right? So if you're doing that, then you have to open yourself up for girls having multiple men.
Nah, we don't negotiate with terrorists over here. Like, they see, and girls always say that. We had this discussion yesterday. Yeah. Well, can I have multiple guys?
If you're doing it, why can't I do it?
Fuck no, bitch, you can't, because we're not the same.
Listen, I'm trying to
play the devil's advocate.
I gotta play it.
You gotta play it.
But
I like
there's gonna be girls who are gonna be like, yeah, okay, well, then I'm just gonna do that, and then you're just done with them. Is that what you're saying?
Well, here's the thing, right?
She's recreational use only.
Because now we're talking about being hypocritical.
Because here's what happens. You're right. When you tell a girl, hey, is your understanding here? We're just doing our thing. She's probably gonna see other guys, probably. However, here's the matter of fact. If she wants to be taken seriously, here's the parameters. Hey, I'm doing my thing, but if you want me to take you seriously, you can't do your thing. And as a result, it's kind of like a revolving door, because what happens is some girls are like, you know what? I want to take you serious. They'll probably shut off most guys and only deal with you, and then they might be like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't like this anymore. I'm gonna go back out there to the streets. So it's kind of like I want to say revolving door, but at the same time, it's like I don't know how to put it.
So let me break this down, because I was talking with the girls. They throw this dumb shit at me all the time, right? When we have, as you guys know, we do our after hour show Monday, Wednesday, Friday, guys. If you want to tune in,
pretty much.
Anyway,
check it out.
And we get into these conversations. But one of the things that always comes up is, well, if you can have multiple girls, why can't I have multiple guys?
Yeah.
And my thing to that is always this. I always use this analogy. So like, there's two people, right? They grew up on different ends of the road. One guy grows up, one family, you know, one side grows up rich. Like, we'll say me and you, right?
Okay.
Like, let's say you grew up poor, I grew up rich, right? 18, we both hit 18 years old. I get a $2 million inheritance. You, on the other hand, go off to college, work your ass off, scale up a couple businesses, whatever, and then you become a multimillionaire as well, but it takes you some time. 10 years later, we're at a high school reunion, and I'm there, and I've pretty much spent all my money on hookers, booze, flights to Vegas, gambling, a bunch of other degenerative shit. You, on the other hand, saved your money, invested, whatever, and you made your money through hard sweat equity, right? Now I go ahead and tell you, hey, bro, you should start investing in, you know, Dogecoin, and you should start doing this. And I start giving you financial advice and telling you, yo, you should do this, you should do that, blah, blah. Are you going to take my financial advice seriously?
I see where you're going with this.
Right.
No,
right?
no,
Exactly. And that's
no.
Because I inherited my money. I'm a trust fund baby. You're a self-made millionaire. So I always say that that's the equivalent to like men and women, where women are trust fund babies when it comes to sexual market value and their dating options. So therefore, they're not in a position to tell you as a man, a self-made millionaire, how to spend your money. We're not the same. We're not cut from the same cloth. But women want to go ahead and use male parameters when it benefits them, but they also want to use female parameters when it benefits them. And I'm here to say that's not how the world works. So men, right, if you bust your ass and work really hard and you become high value, you get this beautiful thing called supply and demand on your side, which is basically there's more beautiful women than there are high value men. So since the supply of high value men is less, now you have the leverage. The key is that you have to earn that ability to become high value so that you can have that leverage. But women, it's just given to them. So I never let women try to dictate my sexuality when I busted my ass to get here. And women get mad when I say that, but it's the truth. It's like, yo, y'all are fucking trust fund babies when it comes to dating and relationships. You cannot tell a self-made millionaire how to move. We don't play by the same set of rules. So I look at it like, you know, women are born with their value. Men have to create their value. So if I bust my ass to get to a certain point, I'm going to enjoy the fruits of my labor. And guess what? I can do that because I have the leverage. There's less of me than there is you. I can replace you faster than you can replace me.
Yeah.
This is why girls that are married to celebrities or athletes or whatever else it is, they accept the fact that that guy's going to step out on them every now and then and fuck other chicks. But but a man can have sex with a girl and still love his wife the same. Women can't, however. So when girls say this dumb shit about, well, why can't I have multiple guys? Because you're not biologically capable of doing it, bitch. That's why.
You don't think at all?
No. If a girl truly loves, admires, respects her guy, she ain't gonna fuck nobody else. Every other guy is invisible. Whereas if a man truly loves, admires, and respects his girl, he's gonna still look at other girls and want to fuck them. It's just that most guys are monogamous by necessity, not because they want to be.
Right.
And I guarantee you, if a guy is monogamous, shout out to the minorities, he's probably jerking off to porn anyway, because he wants other girls, but he just doesn't want to do it actively.
And the other thing too is that, like, and this is another bomb drop I always drop on the chicks, is like, yo, you're never gonna sexually satisfy your guy by yourself as a chick. And girls get so mad when I say that because their ego can't fathom it. Because girls, what I've come to realize, bro, like a lot of these chicks, man, they grow up in a Disney fairy tale. They've been told their entire life they're special, they're beautiful no matter how they act, no matter how big they get, you know, they're sugar and spice, everything nice. And I sometimes have to bring them back to reality, like, bro, you're not that fucking special. Guys want variety. So you can either accept the reality that he's going to want to fuck other chicks and you just be the main one, right? Or you can go ahead and get with a lower level guy that can't necessarily replace you, doesn't have the option to cheat, and he'll be monogamous to you. But what most girls want is they'd rather share a winner than have a loser all to themselves.
Yeah, that makes sense. Would you ever settle down?
Fuck no.
Never.
I'll never be monogamous. I personally, to me, I think being monogamous to one girl is the dumbest thing you could do, especially if you're a higher earning guy. But so that's why I'm just honest about it, because it's like, every guy, if you left him to his own devices, he would just fuck baddies until he died. It's just that I'm honest about it and I'm vocal, and I tell chicks I'm not gonna be monogamous to you. Like, I didn't bust my ass to fuck one chick. That's dumb.
I think I can be.
Fair.
Yeah.
You think you could
eventually? Because, like, bro, I've been doing this for a minute, bro. It's fun and I enjoy it, but it's more like eventually I kind of want to be like on an island,
chilling.
Me and a shorty, my dog maybe. But
nigga cat, bro, you gonna smash another chick every now and then.
No, because I think there are guys out there who genuinely like just want to like fucking chill,
dude.
Yeah, but I'm not saying you're always
never.
Gonna want. Yeah. You're gonna want to smash a chick every now and then.
Yes, yeah.
That's what I'm trying. Like, that's why I tell girls, like, yo, just prepare for it. If you're with a winner, you're gonna have to share him sexually at some point. But as long as you're the main chick, just be happy with that. But like, female hubris in like 2022 is outrageous. Like, they really think like, well, I should get a high value guy all to myself, when they don't fucking realize that, bro. You're just another hot chick. Like, you're fucking common. That's the truth. It's like,
are we saying that the best
common.
girls are the ones that are down for threesomes?
Possibly.
Yeah. Like, and here's the thing. Honestly, I wouldn't even do a threesome with my main chick, because I know that's going to probably fuck her up emotionally.
I will say threesomes are not as hyped as they are planned out to be. So, for example, people are like, oh yeah, I love threesomes. Like, bro, really? Because your main girl, bro. Let's say you stroke that girl too good. You give her the best back shot she ever had in her life. It's like, wait, hold on. You don't do that with me. It can cause friction, bro. So, like, to me, like,
threesome with your main chick is dangerous.
Bro. It can mess you up really badly. So I prefer not to do it.
Yeah, I would just do my thing on the side and just not even involve her in it, so her feelings don't get involved. But it's like,
I'll tell you the best scenario girls want. Girls want a guy that's high value, successful, good looking, can take care of her, but does his business so that she doesn't see it or get embarrassed by it. So if the guy is doing his thing on the side, she doesn't know about it, perfect. But the moment you tell her, oh, hell no, I want to be out. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword.
Yeah, people talk about guys having egos. I think women have way bigger egos than guys.
Bro.
Way fucking bigger, because think about it. And here's the thing too. Like, I want guys to understand. So I did an experiment, right?
Yeah.
And this was back like 2 years ago when the pandemic first hit, right? And as you know, dating apps were the thing. You couldn't really go out and talk to chicks or whatever. So I made a dating course with a friend of mine, John from My Life Dating. Shout out to him, right? And we basically, what we had to do was do a bunch of split testing on this dating app. And I basically made a Tinder profile, Bumble profile, whatever. And I had multiple profiles using different pictures, boost here, boost there, so to see which profile does the best to get the most matches. So I did all my swiping, had boost on some, whatever it may be, and then I had like 2 phones at the time, and I was doing this experiment. Turned them off for 24 hours, and then came back and logged in the next day, right? To see what organically would do the best as a part of the split testing. Open up both phones, and I'm like, holy shit, there's a bunch of notifications on all of them. I'm like, oh, fuck. Then I was like, yo, this is kind of lit. Like, I got all these chicks giving me this attention. This is fucking awesome, right? And then it hit me right there. Imagine getting this type of attention every single day for nothing more than the fact that you fucking exist. It would make you a shitty fucking person, bro.
Yeah.
And that's what I want guys to understand. Attractive girls deal with this every single day. This is why they think their shit don't stink. This is why they flake on dates. This is why most women don't respect most men. That's why so many girls are delusional nowadays, because they get attention simply for existing, and most girls think that they're better than you. This is an uncomfortable truth nobody wants to talk about.
Yeah.
If you take a regular chick, she's going to think she's worth more and more important than a regular guy. So knowing that, dudes need to move differently.
Yeah.
You can't pedestalize these girls because they're already getting pedestalized by everyone else. As a matter of fact, it's refreshing when you don't pedestalize them, because they get so much attention for nothing more than the fact that they're alive.
So what do you think are the most important things for a guy to do to increase his value then? Besides, obviously, like getting money, because that's the most basic one.
You have to improve on all facets, which is why like our podcast is so big on like self-improvement in general, and then you self-improve, and then a byproduct of your self-improvement is the women come. Yeah. Not necessarily self-improve for the girls, you self-improve for yourself, and then the girls come. So you have to get in shape. In 2022, you got to get in shape. Being fat is unacceptable nowadays. You have to get your money on point, right? I tell guys, yo, you got to strive to make 6 figures, man. That's going to give you a fighting chance in this hyper-competitive sexual marketplace. You got to learn game. You got to understand how women think. You got to understand female nature. You got to know what hypergamy is. You got to understand that girls date up, and just accept for women for what they are. Like, get the fuck out your feelings and stop getting mad at women for what they'll never be to you. They're never going to be ideal lovers. They're always going to be opportunistic lovers.
All right, quick interruption, guys. Shout out to one of our sponsors, T. Hanley. It's a men's skincare line. And would you say that men's skincare is important? Like, we should take care of ourselves?
100% important. You need to take care of yourself. And skin is one of those things that's really important to take care of, because I mean, I wash my face in the morning and then at the night.
I've had trouble, but they make it easy.
Yeah.
And it's honestly, I think for guys, it's just kind of like maybe not the most, focused thing that guys are like, oh, I got to do that. But they make it super simple. They make it very easy. If you guys want to check it out, go to Tiege, that's TIEGE.com/RAWTALK. You'll get 30% off your first box plus a free gift. Hopefully that free gift is Noelle.
She might just pop out of the package.
She might pop out of the package, but there's a 99.9%, 100% chance that it's not the free gift. It's not Noelle. So yeah, check it out, Tiege.com/RAWTALK. Get 30% off today. That's it. Links in description.
And then just get your confidence and keep working on yourself. And then going back to what you were saying, you have to make yourself the priority. You can never put a girl above your mission or above like your purpose in life, because if you do, she's going to start to lose respect for you. Women, matter of fact, I'll take it a step further. Girls respect and want men that put them at the bottom of the totem pole, because they know a byproduct of you making her like a second, third, fourth, fifth option is that she's going to basically be guaranteed security through you because you're so focused on your business, and women benefit as you become better and better.
You know what you said earlier about what can guys do to improve? The biggest thing I just want to add to your point is putting themselves first.
Yeah, it's almost you have to be a little bit selfish.
Because most guys think, you know what? I'll put everyone else first before me, and then coming back to myself. Wrong. If you put yourself first, bro, not only is your health probably going to be better, your mindset, your lifestyle, people around you are going to see, you know what? He's focused, he's driven, he's ambitious. As a byproduct, I want to be around that energy. And as a result, most guys, right, what they'll do is they'll find a girl, oh my God, she's a queen, put her on a pedestal, and they'll give her the whole world. But then they lack in their business, their ambition, and their business. And then they're like, wait, why is she leaving me? Because you focused on her, when a matter of fact, she want to focus on you and go on your journey. So it's kind of like, if you're a guy out there, self-belief is important. And you get that from confidence and getting small wins. So for example, let's say, this is what I did. I had a goal board in my room from Walmart. I bought a driver's board. I'll put every morning to-do list and then long-term goals. My to-do list could be, for example, maybe finishing a video, making some money this day, getting a task done during the day, or for example, just going to the gym. Once I hit those goals, I felt accomplished. Damn, small wins. I won this day. I covered all my to-do lists, got it all checked off. Great job. My confidence will go up each day. And over time, because dude, I stuttered. I had like a bad.
You stutter right now.
I had a bad acne problem. You feel me? And I had like a lot of things that I had to deal with, physically. So I felt kind of like embarrassed. Long story short, confidence went up from doing these small tasks. And over time, I felt better about myself. I started doing better things and bigger tasks as well. But that confidence made me who I am today. So I'm just saying, for most guys, self-belief is important. And look at me now, bro. I fucking stutter. I'm not that in shape. I'm not that good looking per se, but I'm at this point. And as a result, I get what I want. I get girls. I get lifestyle. Get car. It's like the self-belief goes a long way, no matter who you are.
And last thing I want to say too is the girl needs to like you more than you like her. And I think a lot of guys make this mistake where they prioritize the girl and then they end up liking her more and they invest more and more into the girl. And then women is one of the females are one of the rare commodities where the more you invest in it, the more you actually lose.
Yeah.
You're better off investing less. And the reason why, I know that sounds crazy, is because women respect men that not only think, but behave as if they're better than themselves. Because it satisfies that hypergamous filter we were talking about before. If a guy acts and demonstrates, I'm better than you by liking her less than she likes him, that's going to force her to chase his validation at all times. That's how you keep women engaged. I always use this, Mystery talked about this in one of his books. Like, women are kind of like cats. And you as the guy, you got a ball of yarn. You got to throw a ball of yarn and continuously slowly retract it so that the cat continues to chase the ball of yarn. But if you keep that ball of yarn stagnant, it's going to play with it a little bit and then eventually get bored and walk away. Yeah. And that's how women are. You have to always have them chasing your validation. The only way they're going to do that is if, number one, you make yourself the priority, and then number two, she likes you more than you like her. And that's how relationships last. Because the girl always has to feel like she has the best guy that she can get.
You're the prize.
When it's the other way around, you're the prize. And I think not enough guys by themselves to say, I'm the fucking prize. And they pedestalize the girl. And that's a fucking recipe for disaster, because women don't know how to act when they're in a leadership position or where they're the fucking prize. They really don't. And if you don't believe me, look at the world that we're in now. The divorce rates are high. Women initiate 80% of divorces. Over 50% of marriages end in divorce. Girls initiate most of the breakups. It's because we got a bunch of guys out here pedestalizing these hoes.
Yeah.
And the guys can't do that. You have to look at it like, yo, I'm the fucking prize. If you want to deal with me, this is how it's going to be. And when you put boundaries up and you make it where the girl has to compete for your affection and you have rules and standards to your relationship, like, yo, I don't really date girls that do girls' nights out. She might be like, oh, what the fuck? But she's going to respect you. And respect is more important than anything else when it comes to girls. Like, so many guys are concerned with the girl liking them. Fuck that shit. She needs to respect you, because if she respects you, then the love is inevitably going to come after that. Because when she respects you, that respect has come from something called fear. And that fear isn't necessarily you smacking the shit out of her. No, it's fear of loss because you've gotten yourself up to such a high point where she can't necessarily replace you. So when that's why I tell guys all the time, your competence leads to accomplishments, which leads to confidence. That confidence echoes in eternity when you deal with the girl. And then she could feel that because a lot of guys don't have that. And then she knows that she's like second, third on your priority list. She likes you more than you like her. She's going to constantly be chasing your validation. And that's going to satisfy her filter. Like, okay, is this guy the best that I can do? He probably is because I can lose him at any minute. And that's why I think it's really good to have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Now, is that toxic? Is that kind of fucked up or misogynistic? Sure, you could say that, but it's not misogynistic. It's realistic. Women need to always feel like they got the best option to behave correctly. And unfortunately, these traits are what make guys attractive to women. This is why the bad boys always win and the nice guys lose.
So where do you guys can answer this individually? Where do you think you fuck up the most in this situation as a man? Like speaking vulnerably, is there anything you do specifically where you're like, oh hell yeah, I fuck up and like I want to be better at it?
I'm a little bit too direct. I have a little too low tolerance. And what I mean, like so like, if a girl says something stupid to me or she pisses me off, like I'll immediately I'll give you an example. We had two chicks come from Texas, right, to hang out with us.
Oh God!
Like I haven't told the story yet, but
this is the first time it's being told on there.
This is the first time exclusive right here. And she came and we had some downtime or whatever, so I brought her back and I was I made a move to smash,
right?
And she was like, oh no, you seem like you get everything that you want, so I'm going to make you work for it. We'll do it at the end of the night. Fucking mistake. As soon as she did that shit,
I got a story like this too.
Yeah, so then she tries to get on top of me and kiss me. I'm like, no, it's fine, it's cool. You don't want to do it right now, no big deal. So I start hitting up other chicks immediately. So we go to the club with them, and I just say fuck it, and I leave. And then I go get another girl, and I hook up with her, and we're chilling, whatever. Next day, she's like, I walk into the elevator with the guy I hooked up with, and she's there with Fresh and her friend, right? Because Fresh hooked up with her friend, and it was just like fucking hilarious. And I could tell she felt really uncomfortable. It was awkward,
cringe.
Yeah, and I didn't give a fuck because I was like, bro, this is what you like, yo. I'm not fucking around. Like, I don't chase, I replace. Like, if a girl tells me no, fantastic. I'm immediately gonna cut attention off and move on to the next girl. Now, could have I sat there and built more attraction and try again and all this other shit? Because she ended up telling him in private, oh, I just wanted him to throw me on the bed and do all this extra shit. Nah, bro, like we got shit to lose. I'm not gonna do all that extra shit. Fuck out of here. If you say no, it's no. I'm gonna move on to the next girl. And
yeah, that's real sketchy.
That's psycho, bro.
But that's what she wanted. And a lot of girls want that shit, and it's like, nah, man, we're at a different point now where it's like we don't want to be around that shit. But my thing is like I have very low patience with female fuckery. So I kick girls to the curb immediately. Even if a girl says something dumb to me, sometimes I should bite my tongue, but I say, well, actually, that was stupid, and let me tell you why. And a lot of girls don't like that because most girls haven't been challenged on their stupid ideologies. And I tell them, well, actually, you're wrong because X, Y, Z. So that's not true, and they'll get mad.
Yeah. I would say mine is I'm a little bit too nice.
Just in general, or just with women?
With women.
Okay.
So I hate talking about myself, bro.
Who cares? That's what it's about.
You know what it is? It's more like I'm the type of guy that I'll be a gentleman.
Yeah.
Literally. Like I'll literally go the long way and I'll give the girl a great time, be courteous, be there. And sometimes I care too much in terms of like, I'll go the extra mile.
Yeah.
However, I'm at a point now where it's like, when I invest so much like into a girl in terms of like, being that type of guy, being nice, it kind of like fall in love. And the problem is that like, no, they fall in love.
They do. Okay.
And man, I
just sells them a dream.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's fucked.
Which is fucked. I don't want to expose that, but
you gotta be more straightforward.
But you know what it is?
But I lose a lot of girls though. That's my like being honest, like painfully honest like that, and being so direct.
Yeah.
Like I lose a lot of like I tell guys on the pod all the time, don't do the shit that I do. I don't give a fuck. But like you should, finesse a little bit more.
But genuinely, I do care about the girl. Like I care about where she's going, what she's about, and as a result, it's kind of like I want to make it go further. But if I do, then she's gonna suffer. She's gonna suffer. So it's like I'm gonna give girls so much time, and it kind of puts me in a position where I'm like, hey, what's the next step? Where are we going? It's like, damn, I can't go shorty because.
Oh yeah,
I'm always losing girls to that level of like relationship, and then it's kind of like I'm always having to like initiate or like kind of make it up because I'm not gonna be there physically. It's like once again a revolving door where like I am too nice where like they think it's gonna be serious when it's not.
Yeah, so you're kind of doing too much.
Yeah.
Like in the sense of like making them think, oh, he's like really into me because maybe you're like having deeper conversation, you're giving more advice.
Because I listen, I don't talk a lot, bro. I kind of like let them do most of the talking, and it's like, wow, you actually listen to me. I'm like, oh really? Oh wow, that's crazy. She did that? No way.
So you,
but I understand what women want, and I act accordingly, and I get what I want. But at the same time, I'm giving them an experience, so they can't be mad because I'm giving you a fucking great experience.
Yeah, girls don't talk poorly about him after they deal with him, but they do talk poorly about me.
And it's
being
understanding.
An asshole. So like that's why, like.
So I'm like the opposite to him.
Yeah.
I'm like too nice. He's like too direct.
Yeah,
Hey, this is what it
because
is,
like,
bitch.
my thing is like, if a chick don't want to smash, a lot of time I just kick him out my spot. All right, well, you got to go, and I'll call like another girl in front of them.
See,
like, I
I'll
don't
sit
go
there.
fuck. Like,
Listen.
it's funny. It's really funny.
So tell me more. Wait, what?
Oh wow,
Why you like that?
Oh, you're so sweet.
Oh damn, that's crazy. And before you know it, panties are off.
You hit it with that's crazy. That's crazy.
But see, we
you
know
had a
what
story,
we
right?
operate.
That you were going to tell.
Well, I had a story. This was time ago. I had a story where it's similar to like the girl being like no.
Yeah.
Well, it's exactly that story. I had this girl. We're in a hotel room. We're basically like I'm to the point where I have my dick out.
Yeah.
All right, we're trying to have sex. She's like no, and then I'm like okay, cool, no problem.
All right,
no worries, of course, right? And then the next day she's like hitting me up. And
Oh
she's
damn!
like,
You stuck with her for another day after that?
No, I'm gone.
Oh, okay, you left.
She's texting.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm gone already. I'm gone.
Okay.
She's texting me like, oh, hey, like now she wants to do it. Like now she's like all about it. She's like, come over, let's we're gonna hang out, all this. And I'm just like, man, don't give a fuck at all. Zero. I don't know. I just think like I think, but that's hard for men to like develop that.
Yeah.
And to allow that.
Yeah.
Like, cause it's they want that. You want that. I want that. We want that, right?
Yeah.
I think it's hard to develop that like that ice cold. I think it's easier to do what you do. I'm not trying to talk bad about you, but I think most guys do the coddling, and I think sometimes it could be to their detriment. Because I think a lot of guys, they like you said, that's your downfall, is like they do too much of that, and then they're wondering why like they keep finding themselves in these certain situations, or like it's not as clear. They deal with like maybe more issue with it not working out or it working out because they feed more of the dream without less of the reality like behind it. So I think you have to find a balance between the two.
Yeah,
you know,
it's how they balance. But like honestly speaking, I feel like we're total opposites, and like it works in our favor.
Yeah.
But it's like we could improve in certain areas.
What do you guys think about women having male friends? This is one of my favorite. This is one of my favorite things.
We had this conversation yesterday.
Impossible.
I genuinely do believe that platonic friendships between men and women don't really naturally exist.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, me too.
9 out of 10 times when a guy's friends with a girl, that goes back to that rejection thing we talked about, like fear of failure.
Yeah.
Like a lot of guys are in the friend zone simply because of fear of failure. They don't want to. They don't want to say, "Yo, I like you," and like actually put it out there and then get rejected because they know, like, "Yo, my chances are probably low." So they'll sit there and wait until she's in a vulnerable
maybe
position.
they did, and they was like, "No," and then they wait around,
and they stuck around. Yeah, which is stupid. Like, okay, another controversial take. There's no utility with having female friends. They're fucking useless.
I mean, listen, bro. I'm not.
And I'll tell you why, right? We talked about this shit with Andrew Tate. Like, Tate makes jokes. He says they're not combat ready.
Yeah.
So
You do have the hands.
They have no fucking hands.
No
So if you
fucking
get a fight,
hands.
what's
Like
this
they're not
bimbo?
gonna back me up.
Yeah, what's this bimbo gonna do? You don't even suck my dick, and I'm supposed to protect you? Fuck
Yeah,
this shit.
it's tough.
And you know, obviously, I'm not gonna be as funny about it as him, but they really do. When you break it down, like, female friends don't offer you a lot of utility as a man because they don't understand the male experience. Like I've always said it, like men and women are very different. Like men must become and women just are. So it's like, you know, they don't understand like your masculine burden of performance. They don't understand your masculine problem. So like confiding in a girl really isn't like, what the fuck? What they're gonna just, oh, it's okay, blah blah blah. They're gonna, if anything, they're gonna soften you up. They're not gonna tell you what your guy friends are gonna say. Like, bro, you're just a fucking bum. You need to stop being a bitch. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna say, oh, well, that's just fucked up or whatever. Because women lie to each other. Like if their friend is a fucking whale, they're not gonna tell her, hey, you need to lose weight. They're gonna say, no, girl, you're fine the way you are. He doesn't fucking deserve you. And that's why these bitches are all huge. Is because they lie to each other. The average woman in the United States is like 5'3", 170 pounds. Fucking ridiculous. Walrus is running all over the place here. But it's because they lie to each other. You know what I'm saying? They don't tell each other the truth because feelings. You know, so that when they come on our podcast, I say, yeah, like being fat is unacceptable. That's like a foreign language to them because no one's ever told them the cold hard truth that, yo, being fat is unacceptable for real, whether man or woman.
So you don't think there's any circumstances that they can be friends? Like I think like maybe if if like you were like my boy, and even in some cases it doesn't work out. If you were like my boy, and then like that was your girl, and let's say you were married to her, and then you guys broke up, like because we have such a close bond, and this doesn't always
that's an
work
associate.
out. Exactly.
Because you ain't chilling with her one-on-one without him there.
Right.
So that's why, like, when people try to say, well, that's my friend because that, I'm like, no, you guys are associates because that's like a necessary evil that you have to tackle. So you deal with them cordially because they're friends with someone that you're close to, or they're with someone that you're close to. So that's an associate more relationship. But like actual friendship where you guys can hang out one-on-one and do activities, like, nah.
To be real, each party may have intentions of maybe being on some level platonic, but one party always wants more over time.
Yeah.
It's mostly the guy.
And as a result, let's say, right, we do run a scenario where, let's say we're boys and your girl is your girl and I'm your boy. Let's say we're friends, right? Dude, do you know if we spent time together alone and you're not there, feelings might arise. And it may not happen the same day, the same week, or same month, but could over a period of time, damn, she's actually mad cool. Brad is lucky to have her, but I want her too. So it's kind of like, you got to put boundaries with your girl because you never know when feelings could build up. And then a lot of guys, what they'll do is they'll be like, you know what? Damn, she's with Brad right now, but I'll be her friend for right now and see a weak point or when he fucks up. No, so
I just feel like that's most men do the cowardly, like, I'm a friend because I'm here.
So
facts. Because a lot of guys have a scarcity mindset.
So in my opinion, he's not really a friend. He's a snake because now he's waiting for a chance to just slip in there. And it's like, bro, girls, that's not your friend. That's a guy waiting for a chance. So.
And not only that, like, because you gave a perfect example. So, like, are there exceptions to the rule? Yes. But what I've come to realize is that when a guy is friends with a girl and it's actually really just platonic, and 9 out of 10 times, there's some kind of really bad social consequence that'll come if they were to hook up. Like for the example you just gave, where you're friends with the girl because her boyfriend is your guy, or you guys might work together, or she's married to someone that you know and you're close with, whether it's a relative or whatever. Like in those situations, the friendship, or what I would like to call an association, may exist because they can't fuck with each other because there would be dire social consequences if they were. So those are the exceptions to the rule. But in general, most of the time, there's no such thing as a platonic friendship between men and women.
And people say all the time, you know what? It can work if the attraction isn't there. But my friend, over time, attraction can build. I've seen it where girls like, this is my friend. They get drunk after 2-3 years. Things just happen. Oh, it didn't just happen. Attraction builds up. That's how you really felt. You were drunk. You let it all out.
And the same thing, circumstantial. Like let's say you're going through an issue with the girl, and then that guy's been waiting there, and it's like, oh, this is comfortable. This is like easy.
Facts.
Yeah.
And he's already built up like some real estate equity with her, right? Like because she knows him.
He'd be like, I'll never do that to you. Oh, he did that? That's messed up.
It's like, you know,
I'm here for you, girl. I'm like,
oh, the sim shit.
Brother, come on now.
And another thing we tell guys all the time, like, so we're giving like guys like signs, like to like signs that a girl's for the streets. One of them, honestly, is if she only has guy friends,
bro. Like
that's actually like a big red flag if a girl only has guy friends. Like that's something that you should watch out for as a dude, because more than likely when a girl has only guy friends, she's done some stupid shit that has ostracized her from women in general. Whether she was out here like fucking their boyfriends or doing some other fuck shit, whatever it is else. Because like if a girl hangs out with enough guys, you best believe that she's gonna smash some of them. So it's like, that's a huge red flag to me if a girl has only guy friends.
Here's something that you won't know unless you're in a current dating market. So nowadays, right, there's girls, we call them streetwalkers. We're like, they'll be in the streets because
this one's new to me.
Yeah,
streetwalkers.
The streets is very cold. That's our like terminology in the streets. Like it's very cold, and that means that like your girl's moving icy. So what happens is, right, there'll be girls in a group that know everybody. All the guys know her.
Yeah.
But they don't know what she does with each of them. So, for example, we're in a club. This girl's from, I think she's from Poland or whatever. She moved over here to the States. She's on some type of like program for like school. And she's very quiet, very nice, very nonchalant. She's just there in the cut chilling, right? And I don't want to give too much because people, actually, they're not going to know who she is. Anyhow, long story short, she's in the club. I meet her for the first time, right? I went with my boys. I meet her. She's vibing with me, talking with me. I leave with her. We do our thing. Next day, I'm like, yo, bro, I left with shorty. She's pretty bad. He's like, oh, yeah, I did it yesterday. I was like, wait, what? Mind you, right? She smashed the whole team. But what happened was, when she comes back around the, that same circle, it's like nothing happened. It's like, oh, that's my friend John. They smashed him last night. but she keeps it so nonchalant, you never even know. So we call those streetwalkers.
Those are scary.
Yeah, heartless, bro. You never even know.
And the thing too is, I think a lot of guys need to know this uncomfortable truth. Like, girls are way more promiscuous than you fucking think, bro. Like these girls, like, are out here smashing. The thing is that, like, there's no more anonymity.
Raw talk.
Yeah, definitely raw.
There's way more anonymity now because of the internet. So like, what guys don't get is like, chicks will travel. Like, if you see a chick, bro, like if she's in like foreign places, but that bitch works at CVS.
Oh my god,
like, bro, you already know what time it is. And it's like, but guys will sit there and think like, oh no, she just saved up money, or she went out with a friend, or so she's like, nah, bro, like these chicks are out here, yeah, like
it's not going like that.
Like, yeah, bro, like she's at 5-star restaurants, all this extra shit. It's like, bro, who the fuck do you think is paying for that shit, or what do you think is going on? So it's like, girls are way more promiscuous and devious than guys think. And I think a big thing that like pisses guys off is like they find this shit out and it like bothers them. And it's like, bro, once you accept the fact that, like, I've always said, if she belongs to the streets unless proven otherwise, just assume that she's a hoe unless she proves to you that she isn't. And when you go on with that mindset, oh my God, that's so toxic, that's so misogynistic. It's the fucking truth. These girls out here are fucking way more than guys are.
I mean, it's honestly a good perspective because, like, you, it's like you're expecting the worst. Obviously, you plan for the best, but I mean, that's the best way to go about everything in life because then you can set up for what's going to happen next or where you need to go and move forward. And you know, it's the same thing.
Girls are aware. Sorry to cut you off.
Aware of
how men operate. You know why too?
Of course.
TikTok. The hidden gem, right? That girls do.
Wait.
Hold on. I'm making a correlation here.
Okay.
TikTok is a breeding ground for girls to give examples of how to date men and get what they want. So, for example, we know some TikTokers where they pretty much talk to girls and say, hey, you know what? If you want money from a guy, do this. If you want to get a lifestyle, do this. If you want to get married, do this. And as a result, what happens is that, like, girls have this, like, I want to say mentality where it's like entitlement. They know if I move a certain way, guys are gonna do this. And most guys are unaware because they don't have training. No one taught them this, and then they come into it blind, and then it's like, damn, why did she break my heart? She came with an agenda. So it's kind of it's dangerous, bro.
Female game is contingent upon you as a man not knowing your own value. Yeah. Like what girls do is, like, if you boil down like dating and relationships and dealing with girls in general, like, women leverage sex for compliance. And what I mean by that is like, oh, you need to take me on more dates. You need to hang out with me more. You need to do this, that, whatever. They kind of like make you jump through hoops a lot of time to get the sex. Yeah. Your job as a guy is to do the least to get the sex. But a lot of guys sit there and fucking like do all this extra shit. Like, pussy's like the club. Some people get in, have to pay VIP to get in. Some people wait in line.
This is so fucking funny.
And then some fucking people get it for free. You know what I'm saying? And then some idiots go in there and shoot up the club and fuck it up for everybody else. But the point I'm trying to make is, right, is that the point I'm trying to make is that, like, girls act differently depending on who you are. You want to be the guy that gets in there for free.
Yeah.
Which is ironic because you're definitely not getting in there for free because you're getting in there because of what you have and how far you got.
Yeah. Because it's like the potential of you as a customer is high because you have all these things. So they let you in for free because it's like, bro, we might not see this type of guest again in our club. We're going to let him in for free. So versus like the tricks got to go in and fucking pay VIP because their sexual market value is too low. So they have to compensate monetarily to make up for that discrepancy. Yeah. But female game is heavily contingent upon you as a guy not knowing your worth, which is why I tell guys, you need to get in the gym, you need to take care of yourself, etc. Because that's going to allow you the confidence to tell bitches no. Yeah. And the most attractive thing you could do is tell girls no because they're used to hearing yes.
Yeah, okay.
Long story short, if you do the work up front, let's go to do on the back end.
Yeah. So these are the things they could work on, right? What are the things that if we're going into like some guys going into dating, we were talking about, you kind of said it a few times, what are the biggest red flags of girls that you think to stay away from?
You want me
to she belongs to the streets?
Yeah, you want me to do this one first or you?
Oh, we don't have the sound effect?
No, I don't have the sound effect right now.
She belongs to the streets.
Oh, there you go. Thanks,
so
Chris. Here,
I would say my top 3. 1, she's always, for the most part, in the club environment. Bro.
Oh, that one's easy.
Yeah, but like, it's funny because the guys that I'm networking.
And can we say club? We say going out as well, just like to parties and stuff?
Going out, girls' nights out. And it's funny because they'll be like, oh, I'm just partying with the girls, having fun. Why can't you do it at home? Why can't you do it in like a chill lounge area? Why does that have to be like a big club? And what happens is we go all the time. Well, I go all the time to network, and I'm sober. So I'm watching the whole landscape to see how people move, how people operate. And it's funny, bro. Girls will be in their little huddle, right? Saying, you know what? Yeah, we're going out with the girls, getting lit, whatever. We're all about the girls. Then what happens is a guy, or promoter, or somebody will be like, yo, come to our table. That's where the magic starts because Now they're getting lit, they're getting free drinks, they're having fun. Everyone's not judging for the most part. And it's kind of like, where's accountability? Because now in that environment, guys like, yo, we got an after party at this spot, come pull up on us. It's gonna be a good vibe. Or they may even be a celebrity in that table and like, oh wow, so-and-so is here. Girl, he's fucking sexy, whatever. Long story short, in the environment, you never know what could happen. So if you're a guy with a girlfriend or a girl that's an option for you, and she's out partying like that, but you never know. So it's a dangerous spot to be in because you don't know what's gonna happen. So it's kind of like you're risking it because at that moment, she might find a better option. She might have a chance with a celebrity, or she might find a guy that has some game and some money. And before you know it, damn, one drunk night turns into like a string of like sticky links. Right. So you never really know.
I wrote down a list real quick.
Okay.
Right on the fly.
Yeah. So, number 2 is her phone is a gateway to unlimited options. So if you see random Snapchat notifications, Instagram, Tinder, Bumble, her phone's on D&D all the time. When you're around her, bro, red flag. But let's say you're on a date, right? Let's say this is my phone right here. Every time you're on a date with her, her phone's facing down. Why is that? What are you trying to hide? It should be up like this. Oh, but wait a minute. You want me to be your boyfriend? So guess what? You're gonna want to be as pure as possible. So I'll just say the phone, how she acts for on her phone, will determine what she's about. And then lastly, I would say the third one, and the most important is,
I like to prepare for this one.
See, I don't want to say it.
No, say it. What the fuck, dude?
Okay,
you gotta say it.
The last one is, she legit, and this is legit, drives a Nissan Altima. Yo! No, shut the fuck up. So I know this is me making jokes, whatever. Whoa. I have a direct correlation between a hoe that drives a Nissan Altima, a Honda Civic.
I think it's a personal story, bro. No, it's not a.
I don't know what it is, bro, but the Nissan Altima, bro.
What about a Maxima?
That too.
Oh,
and Nissan, bro. Red flag, bro. Yo, God forbid you drive the Jetta. You're screwed, bro.
If she drives a 4-door Jetta.
Yeah, 4-door Jetta. You're screwed.
Okay.
But no, I'll just say this.
All right.
I find that girls that drive shitty cars have a lot of dirty, like they don't take care of their cars, bro. It's full of like clothes, random shit, bro. I'm telling you right now, there's a reason why it's like that because they don't care about their lives, bro. They literally party every night on yachts, random dinner parties, going around to dude's house. Nigga, their lifestyle dictates how they move. If she's dirty in her room and her car, bro, I guarantee you, bro, she's a dirty hoe. Keeping 100.
So I wrote a little list here.
I'm giving it 1,000, bro.
Yeah, no, it's true. And I'll add to that. So, so I'm gonna count this down from 8 to 1 for y'all. Okay. So she has a cracked iPhone and/or a dirty vehicle or a dirty house.
It's like cracked on the phone.
Cracked iPhone, like fucked up, and she never gets it fixed.
Got it.
Miami 101.
Yeah, like that tells you that she's irresponsible. Okay. All right. And girls that are irresponsible typically are hoes. Next, she was in a sorority at a big university and or in a sorority at all at some point.
Okay, damn.
Right?
Red flag.
And and then she's travels alone. Okay. Next, travels alone, and if you can add a little part to this, she's always at luxurious spots, boats, 5-star restaurants, cool places, etc., swanky areas that you're like, what the fuck? How the fuck are you there?
And she's a server.
Next, she's had or has sugar daddies.
Sheesh.
3, she has a lot of guy friends. 2, she parties a lot. And then number 1, if she does drugs or alcohol and or abuses them at all.
Big one.
Like, and here's the thing, each of these things isn't necessarily like an immediate disqualifier that she's a hoe. But I always say it like circumstantial evidence when put together paints a picture, baby. And if she has like a lot of these traits, if not all, bro, the likelihood, the more traits of these she has, the likelihood of her belonging to the streets increases. But these are all like red flags that you need to look out for. And here's the thing, like a lot of girls have something in this, probably more than likely.
Yeah.
Is one thing means that she's a hoe? No. But if she has a bunch of them or a couple of them, you might want to think twice.
Look, we're not saying to just say, hey, you know what? Oh, I don't talk to her at all. We're just saying, hey, know what she's about, understand that,
know the setup,
and adapt to it. Hey, have fun with her, enjoy your time with her. But to wife her up, bro, I'm telling you, bro, would be a definite issue.
And let me say that real quick too, because like people think that
we love the hoes.
You guys hate hoes. You guys supposed to shame hoes, whatever. No, we love hoes. But what we tell guys is you don't commit to hoes.
Yeah.
Because if you commit to promiscuous women, they will fucking ruin your life.
Yeah.
One more time, guys. If you commit to hoes, I promise you, they will fucking ruin your life.
Okay. One last thing.
Go ahead.
girls are, for the most part, are never really single. What happens is she was talking to you, and me,
Facts.
and say, you know what? Who's the better option? And whoever has the most effort, the most convincing, I want to say, game or lifestyle, you know what? I'll put them on the top of my priority list. But, if you fuck up, you're all the way back down. I'll go to Brad next. That's just how it works, bro.
So, okay, if those are the red flags, what are the good things that we can look for? What do you think the good things are, in your opinion, when you're like, okay, I know this is one that I could fuck with, that I could spend time with, that I could take a little bit more serious?
So one, she's willing to go with you anywhere. So for example, let's say coffee date. She doesn't say, oh, why are we going for coffee? Let's go over here. Walking dogs, going to the park. You know, simple stuff like that, where it's one-on-one. You can just talk to her on a calm, chill level, which is two of y'all. Perfect, because that means she wants to get to know you on a deeper level, one, and she's actually into you.
Yeah, I agree.
Number two is she shows effort and interest with genuine desire. So shout out to our guy Rolo Tomasi. He talks about this all the time.
Yep.
If a girl's really into you, she'll show genuine burning desire, which means, for example, she'll go out of her way to make it known that she's into you. This, which means, let's say you're your spot, right? And so for example, I had a new spot that I just moved into, and the floors were kind of full of heroes here. So I had a girl buy me
dog's hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Shout out to Hero. He's in the back. I had a girl buy me the iRobot cleaner, whatever thing, that cleans the house.
Yeah.
Because she saw it was dirty. What is that? Effort, interest. Yeah. She didn't have to. She ordered it. I didn't even know she ordered it. Hey, I got your present. Boom. So it's like, that's her effort. And then she cleaned the whole house, bro. Clean my room, tidied up.
Amazing.
I didn't ask that, bro.
Yeah.
But that's her effort. And now, said thirdly, she what's the word? She gives you the sense of peace, and she follows your lead. So this means, for example, she's not a headache saying, oh, you know, why don't you do it this way or that way? Like, do it this way. It's like, babe, you know what? I think if you do this way, it might be better. She's giving you suggestions, not telling you what to do. And then, for example, let's say, all right, babe, get dressed. We're going here. Okay, babe, I'll be ready. There's no hesitation. There's no like second thoughts. It's like, you know what? You're the man. You're leading. I'll follow your lead. Very important.
So some of the same points. So I'll start with she adds value immediately, preferably unprompted, which I'll be honest, most girls aren't going to do it unprompted, because a lot of women nowadays, you got to train them to be better girlfriends. I know, oh my God, it's so fucked up. But it's the truth. You got to build your girl up to be the best version of herself so that she can serve you the best.
At least also in relationship to yourself too, right? Because I mean, sometimes like they might not know what's best for you until you let them know.
Yeah.
Kind of show them. So.
It's like, here's the thing that I've come to realize. Like, a lot of modern day women expect you to be a traditional man while they're not traditional themselves. So like, they want you to be like, strong, masculine, whatever it may be, but they want to absolve themselves of certain responsibilities. Like if you say some shit like, yo, make me some food or rub my back, whatever, she might balk at that. She might like a lot of girls be like, what the fuck? Like, what is this, 1951? But at the same time, they expect you to be a fucking gentleman. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't even deal with that.
Yeah. Like that's what I'm saying, which is great. But like a lot of guys, unfortunately, like it's very difficult for them to get submissive women that want to do that shit. So they have to like, that's why so many guys go foreign. They go to Colombia, they go to, Brazil, because the girls just do that more naturally because they're more feminine in general. But so number one, adds value immediately, preferably unprompted if possible, because that means she has good morals and she understands men and women are different. She understands that her job as a woman is to retain you through acts of service. Second is she goes anywhere that you want to go. She doesn't really give you a headache about it. She follows your lead. She doesn't make things difficult. And then also a little thing, if you're talking to a girl for a while, if you notice that she like pulls back on her social media, or she takes down her thotty pictures, or even deactivates her Instagram, that's a very high indicator of interest in today's day and age, especially because we've interviewed well over 1,000 women at this point on our podcast. And one thing I've noticed that women really have a point of contention with is if you challenge their ability to have access to other men, they're always going to meet you with some kind of shaming language. So if I say, having Instagram, right?
Sorry,
Heroes fucking
I love this
going
dog.
crazy in the back.
I've been playing with him. Sorry.
No, that's all good.
He's so dope.
Like if you say some shit like, I went viral on TikTok for saying like, yo, having sexy pictures of yourself while in a committed relationship is cheating. That went viral. Why? Because I'm challenging a woman's ability to maintain certain avenues so that she can get other suitors. Or if I say, well, I'm not going to commit to a girl that goes out on girls trips or girls nights out. Well, why? Are you insecure? Blah, blah, blah. No, bitch, I'm not insecure. I'm actually very secure in myself. That's why I'm able to put my foot down and say, I'm not going to tolerate this shit.
Right.
The reality is when you let your girl walk all over you and you allow her to do certain things because she's shaming you and saying you're insecure and the last thing you want to do is come off as insecure, you actually are insecure because you are letting her run all over you, even though deep down in your heart, you don't like that she's doing it, but you're allowing her to do this shit because you don't want to come off as insecure and you're too scared to lose her.
But ultimately, you're going to lose her by doing so.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're better off staying 10 toes down and holding your nuts and saying, I don't commit to girls that do this shit and have her respect you or walk away. Then you know where she stands. Than saying, no, girl, it's okay. I trust you, blah, blah, blah. Well, because this conversation came up also yesterday. Well, where's the trust? The only thing I trust about a woman is to be a fucking woman, which is what? An emotional, erratic individual that is extremely influenced by their friends. If your girl goes on a girls trip and there's alcohol involved and her friends are thotties or whatever, even if she likes you a lot, she might do some stupid shit that might compromise the relationship.
Girl code.
So why are you even gonna allow that to happen? My thing is, if you want to be single, but you're not gonna sit there, go on girls trips and do all this other fuck shit and make me look stupid because not enough guys carry a sense of respect for their last name. Because when a girl acts crazy, no one ever says, oh, bro, this girl was acting crazy. They'll say, yo, this dude's girl was acting crazy. Look at like, and if you guys don't believe me, look at Will Smith right now. Will Smith is the embodiment of what happens when you let your girl go crazy for decades on end. They start to lose respect for you. They start to say stupid shit like, I got an entanglement. Can't even take accountability for their fuck shit, embarrassing you on live air a bunch of times. And this is what happens when you don't put your foot down with women and you let them go ahead and do whatever they want for the fear of being called insecure. No, you need to be very secure in who the fuck you are and what you want to tolerate and what you're not. You tell, listen, if you want to do that, that's fantastic, but I'm not committing to you. You're not going to get my last name in a relationship with me where you could put the relationship in a compromising position because if you cheat or anything like that, you embarrass me. You embarrass my legacy. Now Will Smith, his legacy is tarnished because of some fucking hoe that quite frankly doesn't deserve his fucking last name. Jada Pinkett Smith is a fucking loser. Whack actress, never really accomplished anything in her career, but now she's tarnished a man who's done great movies like Ali, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, etc.
He's done everything.
Image tarnished over a dumb bitch. Will Smith is a perfect example of what happens when you don't have your woman in check.
Yeah.
She will ruin your life. Just like I said before, promiscuous women will fuck your life up. And Will Smith is a perfect example of that. It's just that it took so long for people to fucking finally realize this is what happens when you don't put your foot down with women.
But do you think there can be a balance? Or do you think it has to be, it's all or nothing? Like you have to be.
You got to be militant, bro. Like you, because the thing is that like the indoctrination for modern day women is so powerful that you have to basically, the only way that you're going to negate that is by having like iron frame.
Bro,
like these are my standards.
Yeah.
These are my boundaries. If you want a relationship with me, this is what it takes.
But think about it. The music, the culture, their friends, what they say on TV,
college,
it's all geared towards making them say, you know what? Oh, if you could do it, I could do it too. Equality. I'm independent. Bro, really?
Like, all this shit, like all the conventions that we have, whether it's college indoctrination, social media, the music, etc., it all tells women to be promiscuous and do whatever the fuck you want to do, etc., and fuck men. And this is why so many women, there's like a lack of respect for male authority nowadays, you know? So the only way that you're going to counteract that is you have to be super fucking strong on your boundaries. And again, I'm not telling guys be a fucking dictator or whatever, but when it comes to a relationship, like, bro, she's going to have to give up certain things to get in a relationship with you. And I want guys to carry that same fucking level of respect for themselves, because if you don't, then you end up like Will Smith. And my thing is like, don't accept girls however they fucking come, because girls are selective on who they pick. Why can't guys be selective? But when when I say that, yo, you need to have standards on girls, that's discrimination. Like, men can't have standards. Anything that a guy says, I want a girl, it's considered discrimination. But girls are, I want him this tall, I want him this much money, blah, blah, blah. Like, you have to be a high value guy to even get in the fucking door. A lot of the times you're telling me that you can't have boundaries. And I'm here to tell guys, yo, you need to take your last name seriously and make these girls earn that commitment.
100%, I agree.
You know, and it's like this bullshit with, oh, well, you're just insecure because you don't want to let her go out on girls' nights or whatever. No, fuck that shit. I'm not going to put myself in a compromising position. If I got a Lamborghini with the best lock system, I'm still not going to park it in the fucking hood. That's stupid, because I'm just setting myself up for failure. Why is your girl, who's supposed to love, admire, and respect you and potentially be the mother of your children, why the fuck is she at a club twerking her ass at 2 a.m?
No, I mean, there's no answer for that. We know what the answer is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But girls will fight tooth and nail. It's crazy to me to how like girls will fight tooth and nail to protect that privilege. And my thing is like, no, you can't double dip. You're either going to be a traditional woman and get my traditional, companionship, right? I'll be a gentleman for you, or I'm going to treat you recreational use only and not take you serious. You can't have both.
Do you know how many fiancés married women, girlfriends are in the club every night getting railed.
I have no idea, and I mean, it sounds like a terrible thing, man.
Bro, and like people say, oh, it's only in Miami. No, my friend. There's social media too as well. They get flown out sometimes too.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going on a girls trip. Who's paying for the trip? You don't even know who's paying for the trip.
We live in a world now where if you put your foot down and say, I don't accept this, you're called insecure. But if you're a fucking cuck, they're going to sit there and say, man, he's really secure in himself. He's really strong. Like, no. Like, guys got to get out of this fucking brainwashing where, like, the mainstream media, right? They're trying to emasculate men and tell them, like,
agree.
Yo, accept female fuckery.
Agree.
And I'm here to tell the guys, do not accept. There's a reason why guys have like this innate, like, when a girl acts like a hoe or whatever, you're like, oh God, what the fuck? I can't take her seriously. It's your fucking biological hardwiring saying, yo, alert, alert, alert. This girl, don't commit to her. Don't commit to her, because if you get this bitch pregnant, more than likely the kid is going to be yours. Like, men have this natural instinct to be repulsed by girls that are hoes from a relationship standpoint, because you can't ensure paternity. Like, these are God-given things in you as a man. That's like, just like with a woman, like if a guy's short, she gets turned off, or a guy can't make money, she's turned off, or he's not in shape, she's turned off. Those are her biological hardwirings to be triggered. Like, this is a lower value male. Don't align with him because he won't be able to provide you long-term security. Same thing with guys. Yo, this girl's out here smashing every dude. This is an alert trigger system in your body to let you know that this girl's probably not going to be a good long-term companion, recreational use only. And guys need to start listening to their intuition and accepting it. Because I'll tell you this, women will sit there and disqualify you for anything. You need to be able to disqualify chicks too.
Yeah. Why do you think it's like getting more towards that in our society, like this, like almost emasculating men?
Because women are the predominant consumers. Women are 80% of the consumer base. So I always say, when you lie, women buy. Because women are far more impressionable than men are. It's easier to sell to women than it is for men. So, like, if we go off of the female narrative and we empower women and we tell them that they're the best and they can do no wrong, they're going to spend more money than us. A perfect example of this is the Gillette commercial back from 2019. Gillette, a historically male company, right, that makes razors predominantly for men, went ahead and did this dumbass, like, fucking toxic masculinity ad campaign where they had a bunch of the guys looking like bumbling idiots in it and championing women as like the superior gender. And
what the fuck is this,
bro?
Can we?
It's a commercial. It went like, it was very controversial because, like, it went to show like how we live in a gynosexual society where we have a brand designed for men attacking their own target demographic for sales because it seems like the right thing to do. That's how indoctrinated we are to think.
What was in this video?
So, like, long story short, they were like saying like, they were depicting men as like kind of like bumbling idiots and toxically masculine, and like, oh, like toxic masculinity is bad. And it's just like one of the scenes was like a guy sees a hot girl walk by and he literally is like, oh shit, and he goes to try to like approach her to like spit some game, and another guy comes up and stops him
back or something.
Yeah, not even. It's like it had nothing to do with razor. It's like some fucking dude comes in, right? He's like, hey bro, not cool,
chill out,
cool. Like, approaching girls now is
how
like
the fuck
toxic
is that
and
with
masculine.
razors though? I'm so concerned.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. That's how much of a woke world we live in.
Agenda.
Where the need to pander to women is so fucking strong that even traditionally masculine businesses are starting to try to adopt that model. Now, thankfully, they lost a lot of money with that ad campaign, so guys started voting with their wallets. But that just goes to show the crazy woke world that we're in right now.
And think about it. If you go against the female agenda, you'll be canceled.
Yeah, there's so much shit.
It's crazy to me because it's like I get like these fucking girls coming on my Instagram, DMing me, oh, you're a fucking asshole, blah, blah, blah. Or like they'll leave comments in our video. And in my head, I'm like, bro, I would never go over to like some angry feminist channel, comment on their shit, report, message her on Instagram, whatever. It's like, it's insane to me how they go way out of their fucking way to try to like get you canceled, but we don't give a fuck about what y'all are doing. They come over to our space. Like, men can't even have their own spaces anymore. Like, girls want to invade that and to report these guys, misogyny. No, bitch, we're not misogynistic. We're realistic. We understand the world for what it is, and we understand men and women are different and need to navigate it accordingly, But we live in such a woke world now where the female way of thinking is considered the correct way of thinking.
Yeah. So weird time, man.
Crazy, bro.
It's a fucking clown world, bro. Weird. It's literally a fucking clown world. But when you look at the money, right, you always follow the money. When I was an agent, right, we always used to have this saying, follow the money and it'll get you to the main crooks. Same shit here. Why does everyone pander to women so much? Because women are the predominant spenders in the U.S. economy.
Yeah, I mean, even through men, like they spend.
Yeah,
it's a wealth transfer. What's happening is, I don't know if you believe in like, the New World Order, but it's kind of like we're turning everything upside down. So women want to be in power. They want to be the ones to run things. And we all know what happens when women lead. they lead to the end of the relationship. So it's crazy out there, bro.
Tough times.
Women are not capable of leading
really,
like men are.
Really, really tough times.
And people are hoping to go back to like normal. Bro, there's no going back now, bro.
Well, there's no such thing as going back.
Yeah.
That's not.
Oh no, hell no. And I said that before too.
Yeah.
Like guys are like, yo, well, how do we get back to like, men being men and women being women? And I tell guys, it's never fucking happening, bro. Because the thing is that what guys don't get is that women fought really hard to get to this point.
So hard.
Right? And women are not going to concede the decided advantage that they have now in the dating marketplace and then in society in general. Like right now, if you're a girl, like life is awesome. And like they're not going to concede that. Even traditional women that like think like men should be men and women should be women, they're not going to concede on that either. Like because women always want to be able to like enjoy certain benefits even if they don't necessarily use them. And I'll give you an example of this.
Right.
So like we brought girls on before that are like married or might be in a serious relationship or whatever. And most of them will say, well, girls should be able to be empowered and do what they want and, be hoes if they want to be or whatever, even though she doesn't necessarily agree with or want that type of lifestyle for herself because it's the sisterhood. Like they're going to align with each other and take each other's side, even if they know what the other chick is doing isn't necessarily good for herself or for society, because women always want to reserve the right to be able to, jump back on like the cock carousel and do whatever the fuck they want to do. And if they go ahead and downplay and say, well, being a hoe isn't good, they know deep down they might be shooting themselves in the foot if they want to ever go through a whole phase and later on in their life. So they'll go ahead and protect certain rights and privileges, right? Even if they don't necessarily agree with it. And I'm not saying like, oh, women shouldn't have rights or privileges, but it's very interesting to me how they don't necessarily want conflict with other women in their in the circle.
I mean, it's kind of the same thing as like almost, I don't want to get too much into this, but like even government, it's like taking power and pushing power in a certain direction. It's like they're never gonna undo it. All the stuff that they've done, it's like they kind of see how far they can go, and if they can go further, then they'll go further. But they're never gonna like, all right, we're gonna forget about this stuff and go back. It's always like a forward thing. So
you want to know something funny though?
Go ahead.
You know who wins with all this?
With this?
With us pushing like this, femme-centric propaganda and everything. Who really wins?
Go ahead.
The men in the top 10%.
Top tier men.
Yeah.
Because what women don't realize is they've inadvertently given all the power and the leverage to the high value men. Because when you leave women to their own devices, like I discussed earlier, what do? They pick the best and the brightest, right? Now, if a guy has a bunch of options and all the girls are coming for them, what are they going to do? They're not going to settle. So this is why so many women now are chronically single and can't find a guy, because this same access that they're benefiting from and getting these experiences from is also to their detriment, because now they can't settle down with a regular guy. And if they do, right, and they do find a guy and they settle down, they get a little bit older, whatever. This is why the divorce rates are so high, because she's experienced guys that are better. So it's like, fuck, I'm with this fucking loser. I'm just going to divorce him and take half his money and get back out there in the marketplace. And that's why we have the most single women than ever before. Female happiness has been coming down since the 70s. As women have gained more rights and accesses, their overall happiness has actually went down.
Yeah. And then some women say, oh, I don't need a man. So literally they become the men that they actually want. Basically, money is on point. Their lifestyle is on point. Why do we need a man? And they become cat women later on in life.
And we sell women a lie. We tell them like, yo, get a career, make money, become successful. That isn't like...
I just thought of Catwoman when you said that. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I just thought of the movie. Like what?
Women derive the most, and this isn't all women, but most women derive the most life satisfaction from having children in a family, not from having money and becoming successful. And unfortunately for women, they don't realize this until they're in their 30s. Yeah. And by then it's too fucking late, because they don't have the same ability to attract the high value men that they could when they were in their 20s. So what do you have? You have a 32, 33-year-old woman making $200K per year, super successful, A-type personality, confident, ambitious, whatever it may be. She's essentially become the man that she wants. A guy that's on her level can date down, but she can't. So what she's basically done is she's outpriced herself in the sexual marketplace. There was a bunch of articles that came out recently where women are complaining about there's not enough socioeconomically attractive men to go around. And the truth is that is what's going on. So I predict that we're going to see even more single women as they continue to make more money and become more successful. And what does that do? Gives the leverage to guys like us that are higher earning, that are successful, because there's going to be less of us, more of them. And girls, we know, because of their own hypergamy, are incapable of dating down long term most of the time.
Yeah. So get your fucking shit together.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Bottom line.
That's what it's all about.
Got to improve.
And that's, no one's talking about that. It's actually like, that's why, like, for me, feminism is great for guys like us, but it's terrible for women and regular guys.
Yeah.
guys, got to get your shit together. This is a serious thing. I mean, because it makes sense. Like analytically, if you look at it, it all makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's just
and we got the stats to show it. Like there's more single women than ever before. Like the divorces are the highest they've ever been. 80% of divorces are initiated by women. It's because most guys can't measure up. So that's what it is, man.
Listen, both genders got to improve, men and women.
Yeah.
And the scary part? Women don't even know what the men that they want. So it's like, yeah, I want a high value guy.
So true.
Well, it sounds like sometimes the men that they want are like, sometimes I don't know what I want. You know, I'll be honest. I know what I want, like for myself personally in business.
Yeah.
But even relationship wise, sometimes I have a problem with that.
Here's the problem though. You may not know what you want, but they want to get married. You control who gets married and who doesn't.
For sure.
So that's the problem. So they want to get married and kids, but they don't know how to keep a man long term.
Like girls make the fatal flaw of thinking like, oh, I can get a lot of guys. No, stupid. Your job as a woman is girl game is can you retain the guy? Guy game is can you attain the girl? Girl game is can you retain the guy after you fuck him?
Yeah.
And most girls can't. They can't retain. They might fuck the guy that they want, but they can't keep him.
Yep.
And this is what happens when you got higher status men that have options. They're going to run around and fuck girls all the time because it's like, why settle down? I'm busting my, just like I said before, if you become a self-made millionaire, you're going to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Why the hell are you going to settle down? This is why I always laugh at like women that are groom and saying like, oh, well, why, don't you just want to settle down, blah, blah, blah. No, that's what you fucking want to do.
So you really don't think there's any women out there that want to settle down like that want to like, sorry, not excuse me, that can be the right ones, like in our, I don't know, I'm not saying decent that other ones aren't, but
actually good women out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course there are.
No, they are, but let's be real here. Are they easy to find? Hell no. And if you do find them, the fact that the laws are capable of giving them the option to actually mess you up, you gotta be careful because you never know. Because for example, a chick may love you right now. You piss her off in some direction, she could change instantly, emotional.
Yeah, but it's like what we were talking about earlier about like just going through it and knowing that like, hey, that's a reality in life.
So as a man, you have to know, here's the rules, here's reality. Yes, I may want to I put my trust in somebody all the way and give her the benefit of doubt. But if I do that, I may end up getting my ass killed because guess what? In divorce court or even in just regular court, bro, who has the upper hand? Women do. So you got to be careful.
Marriage is definitely not a man's best interest.
Yeah.
And marriage, if you're a high net worth individual, is pretty much out of the question if you live in the West. Like it's just not good. It only benefits women. So my thing is, are there good girls out there? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like we're not here to say all women are bad. Don't fuck with them. What I am saying is that most girls are not marriage material and most girls don't deserve your commitment long term. Most don't.
Yeah.
Because what a lot of girls want is the ability to have you as their boyfriend while they simultaneously can act like a single girl. And your job as the man is to reel that bullshit in and make sure that she becomes an asset to your life and not a liability. The problem is that a lot of guys let girls into their life that are liabilities and don't check that shit immediately. And the thing is that she's going to lose respect for you if you don't. So it's like, what are you going to do? Are you going to be 10 toes down and say, this is what I expect in my girl and hold her to that standard? Or are you going to sit there and be like, oh, I don't want to offend her or be called insecure or toxic, so I'm just going to let her do whatever the fuck she wants to do. No, that's bullshit female propaganda used to shame men for having standards. And I'm here to tell y'all, man, there's nothing wrong with being unapologetically masculine and protecting your fucking girl from herself. Because the way the West is set up, it indoctrinates women to be hoes. You have to protect her from herself a lot of the time and the fuckery that's going on here.
Yeah, I mean, and even in creating your boundaries and like I would say in a sense call it being alpha is like women are attracted to that as well. Like the same thing we're talking about.
Yeah.
That is also what they want, I think. They don't want someone to just
100%.
like do whatever the fuck you want.
100%. They love a guy that can like that has boundaries and is willing to walk away from her if she doesn't adhere to those boundaries because it makes her realize right then and there, I got a fucking somebody because he can replace me with someone else.
Yeah. All right. So that's it. I think we got to do another podcast.
Legendary,
like, for sure. So at the end of every podcast, we do audience questions. So I'm going to go through 3 audience questions. If you guys want your questions answered, you can email askrawtalk@gmail.com. You can DM us on Instagram at @GetRawTalk. And I'll just go through some of these questions. I get these. Normally Natalie reads this shit. So I'm going to.
Raw talk, man. We're in the building, brother.
Yeah. I appreciate you guys for real.
No, bro.
And thanks for letting me use the studio and coming on the show last week.
Of course, man.
You guys are awesome.
Anytime, bro.
Okay, so it says, hey, Brad and the guest. This question is for Brad since it's exercise related. Have you ever used, I don't want to do this one. We're going to have to cut this out. Okay. So we're going to cut that. Natalie, cut that. Okay. So here's one of the questions. So, hey, thanks for hearing this question out. How can one develop self-confidence? Ironic. I didn't know this. This was sent to me last minute. To seriously not give a fuck. How do you how do you be the type of guy who won't force anything, but when put in natural situations of interest is a home run because he is himself through and through? The reason that this ideal is so complicated, is he answering this question or what the fuck? Like, I'm literally reading this where it's a fucking email, I swear. The reason that this ideal is so complicated is because natural occurrences that are also interesting aren't that common. And because of that, stimulating your social mind gets challenging. What the fuck? This is a crazy run. You want to read this? I'm not making this up.
I see it.
Okay. Stimulating your social mind gets challenging, which in turn shatters your self-confidence because your charisma is poof, I guess, gone. It's complicated. It's a complicated paradox I just can't wrap my head around. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to wrap my head around. I
understand here. So
okay.
it's a two-pronged approach here. So number one, like I said before, your competence leads to accomplishments, which then leads to confidence. That confidence is what you take out into the world. And when you have that confidence, you're going to have an abundance mindset. And when you have an abundance mindset, when you deal with the girls, you're not going to be as invested in each interaction, which actually makes you far more attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I said earlier too, when I was telling you guys my story, my personal story, I think that's the thing that gave me so much of my self-confidence was that moment in my life. I'm not saying say fuck everyone, fuck girls, fuck this, but the key thing that I did during that moment in my life was only focus on myself.
Yep.
And then I started to, after that, I was like, okay, well, I'm kind of getting further along this road where I want it to be. Then I started looking around like, okay, I want to start to create more, genuine relationships and friendships and situations with women, etc. But I focused on myself first, not trying to get the girls, not trying to necessarily even have confidence. I was just like trying to do the things that were really important to me in my life.
Yeah.
And then the confidence came from that because for me, it was like, okay, the gym I love, all these things that I love. And in doing those actions, it gave me confidence in who I was because it kind of created who I was.
Yeah. So I mentioned 2 points earlier regarding small wins.
Yeah.
So write your to-do list down, have your goals in place, accomplish them, gives you small wins, gives you better confidence. And secondly, having time for yourself to know who you are, what you want, and don't focus on girls, don't focus on nothing else, focus on your business, yourself. And over time, you're going to have confidence in that way as well. So I would say that.
Okay. Let me go to the next one. Hello, Brad and guests. My question is, what are your thoughts on fasting? Have you guys ever tried fasting?
It's funny. I did it not on purpose, but what about you?
For Ramadan, but it sucks.
I love it. I feel like I've done it like almost just naturally, like since I was a kid. Because I never was very hungry in the morning. I think I've answered this before. I don't know if on a podcast or just in a conversation or some sort of interview, but I've always naturally done what people call now intermittent fasting, which is like you eat in a certain time window and you don't eat in another.
Yeah.
I don't follow it. I don't adhere to it as strictly as I did before. But for my whole, I would say like, man, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, till I was about 26. I just did it naturally because that's how my body functioned best, which was like, I didn't eat.
I don't like eating in the morning either.
Yeah. I didn't like eating in the morning.
Yeah.
I didn't eat. And then I would break my quote unquote fast, even though I didn't know it was at the time, right after training. And then I would eat my meals. So I've just always been that way.
Yeah. For me, it's a fantastic way to like control, calorie intake, you know what I mean? Like kind of on autopilot, because if you just eat less hours a day, the propensity to overeat decreases.
And I felt sharper. To be honest, my mind feels sharper like during that full like beginning half of my day. Not that I don't feel sharp after I eat, but sometimes you eat like if it's more carbohydrate dense meals, you're like, oh, I'm a little bit more tired or whatever.
Lethargic.
Yeah.
So I've always kind of done that fasting naturally, and I think it's fucking amazing.
I train fast a lot too.
I've only fasted when like I want to hit a goal. Like for example, let's say like I want to buy this or get to a certain level. I'll literally work my ass off and not focus on eating food until that goal is accomplished on some level.
Yeah.
So
and also too, if I'm drinking, I'm normally always fasted. I try not to mix drinking and food. I think that's a key. It also gets you get drunker faster. You drink less, spend less money, and you're not just fucking up the whole calorie game because you don't want that. You don't want those two things at the same time.
Yeah, it's gonna fuck you up.
Okay, so this is we'll do this last question. It says, "Hey Brad and guests, I recently lost my grandparent and was able to make it for the funeral." This is a sad one. Because I'm currently active duty military. Appreciate you, by the way.
Yep.
I've found it tough to cope with her passing. Any advice would be amazing. Thank you. It seems I get a lot of questions like this because I talk about stuff like this on my podcast about my loss of my father. Here's the deal. I think when it comes to loss in general and period is that this person, you're probably experiencing a loss. This might be the first loss in your life because it's a grandparent. I don't know your age, but I can assure you that you weren't going to get out of this without experiencing that ever.
Yeah.
There's just no way around this kind of stuff. And I guess my best advice is take everything, just like we're talking about earlier, is like take everything in your life as a learning moment and understand that like you being able to get through these moments and learning how to process it in a way that's beneficial for you is just a part of your journey. It's just a part of your life and you have to accept it. I know it's hard and, you know, it couldn't be a grandparent. It could be a parent. It could be a friend. It could be a loved one. It doesn't matter. Like it could be anyone and you are still here. So the only thing you could focus on now is moving forward. What can you learn from like that loss? What can you learn from those feelings? Trying to really, like I said earlier, we were talking about taking inventory in and of yourself and almost reevaluate what's really, really important in your life, right? Because the hardest thing with loss that I can relate myself to is like the idea of loss is you go, oh man, this really, really sucks. This hurts my heart. And you forget to go, okay, what is this highlighting in my life that maybe I can focus on or I can look at more to be a better person moving forward? Because if you just get stuck on the idea of loss, because I did this for a very long time in relationship to my father. My father took his life when I was 6. And I got stuck on like the idea of the relationship between my father and myself. Like I wasn't good enough. This is like, why me? And then I'm looking around and seeing other people have their dads. I'm like, how come I don't have that? And I related like him leaving to me not being good enough. So this may not have to do the same situation with like your grandparent, but the point is it's allowing you, it's an opening up an opportunity in your life for you to look at yourself, what's in your heart, who like what really makes you happy? What do you want to do with your life? What are you doing with your time here? Right? Because we're not guaranteed forever. Like we're talking about earlier, this whole thing is about continuing to go, to learn, to move forward, and then you die. And it's being kind of like learning to be okay with that and learning to get as much as you can from all these experiences to just live better and be happier today with what you do have, you know?
That's a good point. I think people need to understand, like, everyone you know is going to die. I know this sounds kind of dark and deep, but like your family, your friends, your girlfriend, your wife, your dog.
Fuck, dude. That's
everyone's
gonna be
sad
die when that dog goes.
Yeah, bro. He's over here.
Okay.
And once you realize everyone's going to die, enjoy the moments because that's all you have, bro. Like my grandpa passed away recently as well. Rest in peace. He taught me how to become a better man, how to network. He taught me everything. He was my dad basically in a nutshell. And man, it was easy, bro. But I had to realize, right, if you're still alive, he want me to do better and succeed. So at the end of the day, guys, life is about experiences. Enjoy people while they're here. Show them you love them, you care for them because they're not always going to be here. And once you know that, you're still here living, bro. So guess what? Do the best for yourself and for them. Yeah. What they want you to do? Cry and you know, sit in a circle, you know, sit in a corner and do nothing? No. They want you to do better, improve, become a better person, enjoy your life because they probably raised you to have a great life as well. So just know that for matter of fact, everyone's going to die. Enjoy the moments and understand that, look, listen, you're here for a period of time. Don't waste it.
Yeah.
Man, I couldn't have said it better myself. You guys killed it.
Yeah. There was nothing else to say.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for letting me use the studio. You guys are fucking amazing.
Legendary,
of course,
bro.
keep it going. Thank you so much.
No, thank you for coming.
We gotta run back another live podcast.
Yeah, dude.
Because that shit is fun, dude.
Yeah. Let us know.
We should do one in Mexico.
He wants to go to Mexico so bad. We're going today. Shout out Steve. We're going. Shout out Steak 2, by the way. We're going to Mexico. Little gambling. I'm out of here. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're there. If you're on iTunes, drop a nice review. If you're on Spotify, I don't know I don't even use Spotify, but we are on there as well. Drop a comment, drop a like. I love you guys. I appreciate it. And your audience is dope because I told you I was going through security at the airport, and so this guy was like, yeah, come here. He was like one of the, not TSA, but customs guys.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, yeah, come here. I want to show you to another buddy. We like watched the podcast. And he was like, oh, what the fuck, the guy? Yeah. So he was nice. Real cool. So shout out your guys' audience is dope as fuck.
Yeah, they're awesome, man.
I hope you guys like the podcast. More coming soon for sure.
Absolutely.
RAWTALK, man.
Yeah,
peace, guys.